Craig smells. Pow! And welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews, as always. My name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. How are we all doing on this bank holiday Sunday afternoon? Now, it's a bank holiday in the UK because of the King's coronation. So God save our wallets, as the thumbnail said, because there's always toys to talk about, and that's exactly what we're doing today. This is Legends and Liquor. This is the community-driven show for you guys, the people supporting the channel, where we all come on the Zoom call and have our own virtual hangout, talking toys and just sort of helping ourselves reassure our spending habits, as we're all idiots spending money on toys, especially your boy's got toys. He's an absolute idiot, but I'm allowed to say that. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. I've got my Koppelberg. As I said, it's a bank holiday, so I can actually treat myself to a drink. And I've got some Legends. And I've got some Legends to give away as well. So anyone out there fancies a cyber, stick around on the channel, as I will be doing a UK giveaway to a fellow UK collector who doesn't have cyber in their collection. Oh, I've also got the Wolverine, the toying around Wolverine from that same 5-pack to give away, alright? So make sure you stick around a little bit later, and we may do a little Duck Race giveaway. But hope we are all well. I didn't do my Thursday show this week. Now, you know me, I don't miss a show often. I love talking about toys. But a friend passed away recently, as I've already said. And this week I was helping with arrangements for his wake and the funeral. And the funeral was this past Friday. So thank you very much to everyone sending me very positive, nice messages, of course. He had a great send-off. And he was always very supportive of me and my toy YouTube. So, of course, the show must go on. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So, we'll be back at it next week at some point. But today, as I said, is for you guys. So we've got lots of people joining us today talking toys. And again, it's just pickups this week. Pickups and a little bit of toy news. But since me and Rich weren't around on Thursday, I think I'm going to get Rich in here quick. So me and him can do a little recap before we get the rest of Group 1 in here. So let me get this link out to Rich so he can join us. I said to Rich earlier, I said, I need my Rich fix. Like, I miss him when I don't get to speak to him. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the link out to him. Let me just open Instagram. That would help the situation. But how are we doing? Please say hello in the chat and I will say hello right back at you. And while I'm getting this link sorted, let me just go through the housekeeping. Legends and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink and let's talk toys, collectibles, and whatever you want. Of course, we've got loads of other long-form content on the channel. The weekly Dan Who Live with me and Rich. We'll be back next week, probably on Friday this week if I'm going to be honest, but it will be back this week. And then May, we definitely deserve a Turtles and Tea. Tanner sent me a list of Turtles news we need to recap on. And then talking about Joe's and Juice. we may actually get some UK Joes first this week. I think Torpedo is meant to ship, and another one. Someone in the comments can remind me, but definitely Torpedo and another one from that wave are due to ship this week. So I might do a little sneaky review for some Joes this week if we get enough time. And of course, if you want to contribute to the channel, you can do so anything over £4 or $4. Our resident Talking Robot Friday will read out your super chat, and you can forever become a part of the show on the live stream or for the replay crew. Get your comments heard, direct the conversation, and contribute to the channel and the nonsense we do here as well. Again, Streamlab donation link in the description too. Both of them work exactly the same. And yeah, as I said, today is for those people who hit that join button at the members club tier, and they get to come on talk some toys. You support the channel, you get to be on the channel. Okay, it's such a simple concept. Don't be shy. We've been doing this now for 2 years. You know what you're getting yourself in for. Okay, let me get this link out to Rich. There you go. So Rich has got the link. I'll get Rich in here first. Let me have a little Rich catch up. Let me get my headphones on as well. And yeah, we can talk some toys. There's always toy news to talk about, isn't there? Let's be honest. Like that's why the show exists. There's always something to talk about. If Tanner's around, keep me updated on the Newcastle Arsenal score, because I've got some players in that fantasy team. I need some goals. Okay, let me check around. I've definitely got some pickups to talk about as well. I usually skip that part for Thursday, but because we weren't here on Thursday, I've got some toys that may be worth discussing. Look at this guy. This guy's good, isn't he? Right. So I've sent Rich the link. Rich can get in here. While Rich is doing that, I'll say hello to the chat. Let's press some buttons and see if the chat's working for me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, say hello for me. I'm going to scroll up and see who's around. We got Jelly Figs. Jelly Figs said I was saying their name wrong all the time because I see the PH. My brain goes crazy. But it's Jelly Figs. How you doing? Damien, Mark Tac, Mark Rose. Gary A says the poll is ironic. I was thinking, oh neat, I'm going to make coffee and tune in. And then I see the poll. Yeah, the poll is nonsense, by the way. I was literally drinking a cup of tea myself. And I thought, what should today's poll be? So since it's British themed, I guess, for the coronation, then there you go. Tea or coffee, everybody. It's not even toy related. Again, it's Legends and Liquor. It's just nonsense. Let's be honest. Yeah, keep coming in, and so Dan Instadan 616. He says off to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Should be back in time for the duck race. I will make sure I'll put your name down for the duck race anyway, Dan. All right, I'm copying and pasting your name. And you're getting your name down, so don't worry. You enjoy the movie, my friend. It's a good film. I have seen it. It's a great film. So is this guy. There, let me press some buttons. And there he is. It's Rich. Rich, how you doing?
Ooh, I'm good. You all right?
I'm all good. Happy bank holiday, my friend.
Happy bank holiday. Hey.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can have a drink and not have those Monday blues. Me and Amanda always get like the Monday blues on a Sunday night. We're just both depressed. We don't want to go to bed because
we need an edge, just a day off.
Exactly. So yeah, all good. I was just saying hello to the people. Quinn comments. The Wolf Pack. Eric Alfred Abel with a bump heart emoji. That's his favourite emoji. I don't blame him either. It's a great emoji. Eric's one of the good guys. Okay, it's definitely not Super Chat shots today. It's not that type of bank holiday. Sunday Scaries, he says. Says Instadan. Mikey Moonboots, Damien, Mike Hex, Tac, as I've already said. Super Turk, Curtis, Mark Rose, Eddie Rodriguez, Owen, Rick Jones, Paul Morales, Jason Lopez, the retweeting king. Okay, hello everybody, hello. Okay, my chat's not working anymore. Rich broke it as he came in. Doesn't matter. Rich, let's catch up for a minute, all right? Let's catch up. You had a good week anyway.
Yeah, I've had a nice week, a long weekend, so that is always good as well. So yeah.
And you went to see Guardians with the nephews?
Yeah, yesterday we saw Guardians, and it was a good movie.
Like better than your expectations, or did you expect to like it?
I like I know a lot of people didn't like the second one, but I've said all along the first two Guardians I think has been like my favorite franchise of all the Marvels together. So I think the third one as well, it was a good ending to that trilogy for me. I thought it was a nice send off to that story type of thing, even though. It's still open for other things. I don't want to say too much because people probably haven't seen it yet. Yeah. But I think if you like if you like the first two Guardians films, I think you'll like this one. It is a decent send off.
Yeah, completely agree. The Guardians hold a special place in my heart. The first movie is probably in my top 5. Like, it's like highly regarded for me. Really like those characters, and yeah, this story's really good. And yeah, new characters introduced, and I just like the way the story goes. And I took Amanda, and you know what it's like. I'm trying to get Amanda involved in my hobbies, and she shed a tear at Endgame for Tony Stark, and that made me proud. She also shed a tear in this movie as well. So obviously she had some feelings about certain characters in this film too. So that made me happy. I shed a tear when she cries because I'm just so happy she's actually engaged and she's not on her phone for a change. So if you can keep Amanda off her phone, that's a good movie review for me. But it also makes me happy about the figures we got as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I've got them now as well, so I've got all of them as well. Thank you very much, Dan. But yeah, they are. It makes me want more as well. Yeah. But one thing about it, I wasn't expecting certain bits to be as gruesome as they were. Like, I was with my nephews, and when, like, with Rocket, and we meet Rocket's friends, if we could say that, like, one of my nephew's face, I think I'm, like, scarred him for life. But
yeah, it's the first F-bomb as well. Like, I know it's not a big deal, it's just a fucking F word, I just said it myself, but, like, in the MCU, it's just, I don't know, they're pushing I don't know, just stupid. It was a stupid little scene. Out of all the times they could have used the F word in the MCU, it was the most wasted F word ever. But yeah, I see what you mean. They did dial it up, and the villain is very, like, the High Evolutionary is very an easy villain to dislike, shall we say. So I think people are going to like this.
He's good though.
Yeah, agreed.
He's got much more to do in the movie than I thought, because, like, they didn't really show him much in the trailers. Like, he hasn't got an action figure, he hasn't been in much of the promo stuff, but he's much more involved in it all than you think. He was, I think, a really good villain, I thought. Yeah,
me too. And even before we seen the film, as Marvel Legends fans, we were saying we're missing a Gamora in the Legends line for Volume 3, and we're missing a High Evolutionary. 2 characters we knew would be in this movie. And yeah, they're now seeing the film, I can definitely say they're definitely justified a figure. And there's loads of other characters I'd love to talk about having plastic representations of, but we will save that for another stream. But if you haven't seen Guardians yet, honestly, I know people are a little bit MCU fatigued, shall we say, with a lot of the Phase 4 stuff. But there was a lot of good in Phase 4 as well, by the way. It wasn't all shit. It's just there was a lot of Phase 4. That's, I think, the problem, isn't it? Like, they want quality over quantity now. But this is a great film. I think this will reignite your love for the MCU again and the stories they can tell. So definitely go and see it if you haven't. So talking about toys, you said you got the Guardians. So shall we start off real simple here with a highlight of the week? Did you get it?
What, the Aunt May
and
and 3 other figure?
That Aunt May. Look, Hank's not left her alone all weekend. Like, look how concerned and worried she is. Don't worry, Hank's a good guy. He'll look after her. He treats her well.
She's an ugly-looking woman, though.
I said in my review that they've clearly chose to go for like a more realistic approach, so it fits in with everything else we've got. Because if they did like a proper toon-accurate head, we haven't really got toon-accurate heads of any other figure. So I don't mind that now it's like a generic. It's an Aunt May inspired by her animated appearance that can just fit in the display. Do you dislike the digital face printing tech and the likeness on Aunt May?
Yeah, I just think, like, it's just the expression. She needs
she's
like a smiling face. Oh, hang on, there we are. She's like a smiling face, and I just think the wrinkles as well. It's like in the animated show, she doesn't have all the wrinkles. I know she's like an old woman, but it's kind of like it's halfway. It's halfway between
in the animated show. That's all it was.
But it's like halfway between animated and like comic book Aunt May, isn't it? It's like it's a bit of both.
I know people.
I don't get this outfit choice. Like, I never got it in the TV show either. Like, is she like a businesswoman? What is she going to Hogwarts? What is she doing? She's a news reporter.
Very. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a cartoon, isn't it? It's a cartoon, for God's sake. But she does wear this outfit a hell of a lot, especially in season 1. So I'm absolutely fine with Aunt May. But like you said, it did come with a free figure, which is pretty good as well, don't you think? People have been waiting. In all honesty, people have been waiting for this one. Not only an animated style Doc Ock, but also Marvel Legend in finally bringing back bendy wires, because it's not exactly a new concept for them. They used to do it back in the day, But the last couple of Doc Ocks, we haven't had bendy wires, but it makes such a difference. What do you think of Doc?
Yeah, no, he's really good. I like this look for Doc Ock as well. So I think like to have like not a fat bastard Doc Ock, to have like a skinny, like malicious Doc Ock, and to have those tentacles as well, which you can like hover in on, like really good. And they do snap in if you've got the silk version or the single pack release from like way back in the what wave was he in? He was in
the SP//D Speeder.
Yeah, they will fit in with that as well. And I think a couple of people have been having like trouble with them. Like if you heat it up a bit, if you heat that backpack, put a hairdryer on it for a bit, and then put them in, you'll hear them like click in. Yeah, like I had one that wouldn't go in at all.
It's a mushroom pig, isn't it? So it needs a bit of oomph.
But there was what the bottom left on mine. I could not get it in. Like I tried it with all the different ones, none of them would fit. But when I heated it up, it just went in straight away. So if you're having trouble, do that.
I replied to someone in my comments like, you've got to give them a bit of force. And like people just straight away dive on any type of negative thing. I'm like, I don't want to be forcing stuff in, bloody Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I just meant you got to give them a bit of oomph. Do you know, like, so they clip in properly. So you want to be able to hold the weight. So like Rich said, heat them up, plug them in. And I've had no problems with mine now they're in. Like, absolutely fine. Like, you can pose them up. You can stand him. Like, again, it takes a bit of skill and patience, of course, but you can get it to work. But I actually quite like this type of look anyway, just that sort of messy look on the shelf with the tentacles all around him. So I'll have the comic one that I've custom. That's why I couldn't do the swap in my video. He's upstairs. That's why there's a big gap in my collection behind me. Because every time I do a review, I have to destroy my collection to get figures off the shelf. So, yeah, so I've destroyed my Spider-Man collection, but it was worth it because this Doc Ock's really good. Really, really happy. Selfishly, I have to say it, Rich. What do you reckon I would have preferred this to come on?
A retro card.
Look how deflated he says. He's over it. He's over it. A retro card. Fine, I'll play your game.
I haven't even got my VHS box. It's gone in the bin with these ones. I'm not keeping them. It's not like the X-Men ones. They're too big.
No, I would have loved him on a retro card. And again, I think we're going to get Chameleon in the VHS line as well. And I'll be happy we get him. But Doc Ock and Chameleon would have been too high on my list of retro cards. But it's not to be, I don't think. Well, we shall see. We still don't know what that last pack is.
I'm sure they'll re-release him at some point on a retro card.
I'd buy it. I'm an idiot. That's why I've got a Bumpire emoji, right? I like Marvel Legends. Do you agree? Do you think the fourth pack, because Dan Yoon did confirm on our stream that there's going to be another pack. So we know the next one is the yellow sweater, Mary Jane and Green Goblin. Are you in on that, by the way? You in for Mary Jane, ain't you? Yeah, of course. So what do you think the fourth one's going to be?
I mean, I think Chameleon's got to be in there because I think he's like the big missing. Like he like in any line we haven't had that version of the figure. We've only had the suit version. So I think they've got to do him. And then I'd imagine some kind of Peter Parker. They can't just do symbiote Peter to be the figure from this one.
Yeah.
I'd imagine either like a civilian Peter Parker or maybe like a half and half Peter Parker, like they used to have in like the Toy Biz figure. I don't know, some kind of Spider-Man figure anyway.
Yeah, I someone said in my comments that Chameleon should have a detachable belt because in the show when he changes, doesn't he? You can tell it's Chameleon because he wears his belt. That's how you know. And like so, if you've got that belt, you could use like for ACBA or whatever just on different Marvel Legends. So I thought that was a nice idea. But there we go.
I wonder, and I was saying it, if Chameleon will just come with the Peter Parker head and they'll do a different character saying that. Maybe they'll get away with it that way.
There is a scene where he literally changes to Peter Parker in one of those iconic outfits. So yeah, it's a layup to do. And the fact that they've been doing civilian bad guy, seems like they may go in that direction. At least a good and bad guy in each one anyway. So
you need like Peter in that polo to go with like Aunt May and Mary Jane. I don't know. Otherwise,
I told you, I will go and buy that polo and do my review and do a live stream in that polo if it happens. All right, I'll do it. But yeah, there we go. There it is. That's the big one for today. Big one for the week, sorry. And I have got a review up on the channel right now where I do try and answer the questions and do some swapping and comparisons and all of that. So go and check it out.
Hey Dan, I've had that on order since July. How have you got that? You shill, Dan.
It's just sad that the people are just lazy when it comes to this. They see me do a review and they clearly think Hasbro sent to me, but yet the rest of the UK are also posting pictures. Do they not just see anybody? Ridiculous. Jay's Toys Collection UK, he had the first review up. Where was his horrible comments like saying, why have you got this? People just don't like me, Rich. It's all right, I'm over it.
He's like a chameleon. He's getting a new identity, Dan. Start a new channel on the side, like a disguise. See if it gets like more views.
I'll just start a hating Hasbro channel, then I'll get some views. That's how YouTube works.
No.
I'm joking. See, people are just look. We're British and we're sarcastic. We're allowed to crack these jokes without people getting their fucking knickers in a twist. All right, calm down, everyone. Love or hate Hasbro, I don't give a shit. All right, I like Marvel Legends and I will continue to buy them if I wish. That's all I'm saying. Sorry, I don't like getting Rich in trouble. Rich is in Switzerland.
I don't get in trouble from anyone anyway.
Rich is all good. Right. Mark Tac saying Scorpion and J. Jonah Jameson. No, we've already got Scorpion and J. Jonah Jameson. Tac. That's not what we want. I like Scorpion in the animated show, but we don't need
We just had Scorpion.
Yeah, and we've had J. Jonah Jameson on the retro card as well. We've literally got them both on retro cards. They're both on the bloody wall. Wow, Scorpion's over there. There he is. So yeah, it'll be too soon. Tac. Two good characters. I got money in the bank. But too soon. Okay, let me get that on. Okay, before we get Group 1 in here, I have got some other little bits. Did you get Blob? There he is. What do you think of Blob?
Yeah, he looks really good. And like, if Selfie series comes to the UK, it's like my body's sorted now.
Rich is not the Blob. No, this is.
So he's got better hair.
This really impressed me. I knew I'd like it, but getting it in hand, it is very, very nice. Definitely the missing piece in my collection for the Brotherhood of Mutants and just the generic X-Men bad guys. Like, I never had the Build-A-Figure. I never went to buy the Build-A-Figure, hoping there'd be a re-release. And thankfully, patience was rewarded, because this is miles better than the Build-A-Figure. Did you ever have the Build-A-Figure?
I had bits of him, but I never completed him.
A few people that had the same. I think it was Rob Pollock that was just missing the hands for like the last 10 years. He just never had the hands. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter. But this guy comes with 2 sets of hands, so maybe you could use them on your other blob and create 2 blobs. Finally, Rob Pollock. But yeah, really, really nice. Which head do you prefer? You've gone for the scream. I like how I went for the neutral. You went for the screaming.
I like this one because it's like you can like feed him things.
You can feed him things. What you been sticking in his mouth?
I've got the the milkshake thing from the Peter B. Parker.
Milkshake thing. Oh yes.
Drink.
Yeah.
I've been giving him that. Yeah, and the taco from Deadpool as well.
Yeah, there is a few bits of food out from Legends, actually, to be fair. So, but yeah, really good articulation on this guy. Just I don't know, really, really like this. This is high up there, one of my favourites of the year, if not favourite of the year. Like, these two arriving in the space of a week, like genuinely 2 of my most anticipated for the year, and they're both here. Very impressed. Expect to see these on my top 10 unless we start getting an influx of Legends. But really loving them.
This, I gotta say, is like it's nice to get this figure. But imagine if this was the Bath in the last X-Men wave, like that would have made that wave even more appealing.
Absolutely,
it's just like a really good all new sculpt like type of figure.
I am a fan of Chode though, or Chodo, or whatever. People keep correcting me like I'm saying it wrong, but he was the only time he's ever been spoken out loud is in the X-Men animated series, and they said Chode.
Chode.
So I know people are saying Chod, but like we've had no other reference of it being spoke. So the creator needs to come out and tell us who created the Starjammers.
Chris Claremont and John Byrne, was it?
Let's ask them.
No, it was Dave Cockram, maybe.
Do we have their number? Can we ring them and ask them? They have the.
Chris Claremont's always at conventions. You could ask him how it's pronounced.
Where's Mike Hex? Mike Hex knows everybody. Mike Hex, give him a ring. Find out if it's Chode or Chod. We need to know. Maybe I'll start a poll. It'll just be the same word twice. It's like doesn't matter which people vote for. Okay, and then in regards to Legends, again, we'll just quickly go through the Legends stuff. So Dan Yoon has been showing off all the pre-orders and stuff. So basically, this week we're going to get a pre-order for Hawkeye and another figure, but we don't really know what it is yet. But other than that, apart from the exclusives, which are Black Widow, and the Black Widow's a Target exclusive, and then the Bucky Cap is a Walmart exclusive. So they may be two figures I might get before bloody MCU collector, but he has got friends in Canada these days, so the Snowman or something like that. Goddamn Snowman!
These are like like most of these have shown up in America already. Like the Skrull pack, if you're in America, is on BBTS.
Yeah.
The Iron Man pack has shown up in quite a few places, and even the Destroyer.
Yeah, Troy. Troy in Canada's got that. Yeah, I like Troy though. I only tease. I like those people. I do like those.
If you like people, then allowed
it's
to
fine.
have them,
Yeah, if I like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Brian's allowed as well. But again, I only bring this up because people still think I get everything first. Like, that was a 1 year only deal I made with Hasbro. The contract ran out, okay? That was a 2022 deal that I had with Hasbro. Definitely official.
This year, it is only the two VHS figures are the only things we've had for... Oh, and we did have Yondu and the Starlo comic figures, like, a week before America, but it was quite a short gap, that one.
Indeed. The two that have went up for pre-order since the last time we spoke are Cersei and Black Knight. Rich, you're in this, right? Definitely, you really like the Cersei, right?
I love this one. We've got no chance of getting this first because, like, the Ronin still haven't shipped from Amazon UK. They keep pushing the date back.
Is this another Amazon? Oh, it is another Amazon exclusive.
Yeah, Amazon exclusive. Oh, but we did get that, not last, the year before when it was the Infinity Saga figures. We got the Rescue and the what was it? Captain Marvel. We got that 2-pack because the UK independent retailers imported it and got it before Amazon did somehow. So yeah, there was that.
Yeah, so again, absolutely I'm in on this as well for your sort of 90s X-Men with all your jackets and stuff, and then this, as I said, we already said Troy's already got a review up, I think, on YouTube now of. Is the Eric Masterson Hulk? Is that his name?
Eric Masterson,
yeah.
The one who turns into like Thunderstrike, but this is when he's like Thor.
Yeah. So this is before Thunderstrike's on the shelf. But
ice cream van.
I'm trying to hear it. Go and get us one. So he does come with the interchangeable head, which people wanted. I think Mark Tatak was very excited for this one. He wanted the interchangeable head with like the mask. So that's been confirmed. He comes with the bearded, which this look like. This is a Hulk, right? A Thor, sorry. Like, there was a look in the comics where he had a beard. So this could be a regular Thor. If you pop that head off and put it on the other one, right?
I don't know. The beard is very much like Eric Masterson.
I swear it's been a beard.
It's like a Phil Jones type of beard. Like Phil Jones got a different beard to me and you, so we couldn't put Phil Jones' head on me and you, and it wouldn't look the same.
It's when Phil Jones picked up Mjolnir. This is what he looked like. He just regenerized and he's went blonde and luscious locks like his.
Phil Jones got some bleach and did that. He would look like this. Put a helmet on him.
The Destroyer looks really good though as well. Now there is the Select Destroyer, which I think a lot of people have been using in their collections. There was an old Legends one as well, I think. But I don't have a Destroyer at all. So I am very happy at the opportunity to add the Destroyer to the collection, and he does look pretty decent scaled as well from the pictures I've seen from Troy, which I'm very happy about. Another sort of Asgardian character to go along with my I've sort of got my Asgardians as like a section of my. It's like I've got like a cosmic sort of section, and then the Asgardians are like on their own little part. So really like this. So yeah, are you in on this one then?
Yeah, I've got this one pre-ordered as well. I think this one, Cersei, and I've got one other one pre-ordered. Oh, the Captain Marvel. They're the only 3 sets I've got pre-orders at the minute.
Yeah. Well, as Dan said, all of these are going to be available anytime. And he sort of said as well in his sort of responses to tweets that there may be other figures that come out this year that are in theme with the Avengers line that we've got here, but not part of the 10 sets that we get in the summer, which to be fair is pretty generic statement, which we could have assumed anyway. But anyway, more Avengers characters coming is my point anyway. So there we go. So,
like probably the haslab.
We shall see. I would still hoping for a decent Giant Man, but again, that will be a hot topic. Rich is on annual leave those weeks, but we'll deal with that when it gets here. It's a true story. It's a hot topic. It will be. People on YouTube are waiting. They're running out of stuff to talk about. Like, it's over a year, and there's people still talk about the Engine of Vengeance. So like, people need something new.
I think Hasbro as well have got to like if this one fails for Marvel, like they've got to come out with all guns blazing with a decent property that's going to appeal to a lot of people, and I think at a decent price. And whether they change strategy this time, like I don't think that like announcing it and then being like these are the add-ons after, I don't think that strategy is going to work. I just think the world has changed, the economy has changed, and I think the problem with the last HasLab was that it was quite early on. You could see that it probably wasn't going to fund. And the thing with Kickstarters is it's a Kickstarter. So you pivot, you change, right? So if this is not working, you change things and adapt. And they really, apart from changing the order of when the bonus figures were released, nothing really got changed. So I just think if you're going to do a Kickstarter, you kind of need to like look at it that way. And again, you know my views on this. I don't think like they should be doing Kickstarters, but there we go. What can I say? I've said what I've said a million times.
Yeah, but it's not just Hasbro. Like we've been talking about Mattel with the ring, like the wrestling ring this week. That was a £400 WCW wrestling ring, which was very much a niche of wrestling as it is. And then even the people that like WCW, not all of them are even into buying action figures. And then even the ones that are into buying WCW action figures, do they even have the money? And then the ones that do they even have the space? Like, you're just slicing your target audience. So I do think if Hasbro come out again, they're not going to go as niche as the Robbie Reyes, like a modernised Ghost Rider. They're going to go with something more iconic. So lessons are learned, I think. But we shall see. Again, it's a hot topic. We'll talk about it when it comes, but not today. But I just feel sorry for Jay, who wanted that wrestling ring. He rearranged his whole collection room for that wrestling ring. And then as soon as it never got funded, the day it didn't get funded, he woke up that day and just rearranged his collection again. Like, Jay is just constantly evolving that collection room. Go and check out his channel to see what I'm talking about. I think Jay's catching us on the replay today, though. Okay, if you're in Group 1, send me a link, fresh DM, and I will get you the link to get in here so we can talk about your pickups, okay? So if you're in Group 1, send me a fresh DM. Group 1 is Rich, Tom, Mark, Tac, Cloud, and David. Oh, you got Rogue as well? Nice, I need to get Rogue. Very nice.
I like the head sculpt. I know a lot of people don't like it because it's more like the J. Scott Campbell one cover that they did. But I like this head sculpt. I mean, it's a very basic figure, but it looks like Outback Rogue to me. So
exactly,
I'm happy to
exactly.
get it.
Yeah, I will get Rogue. Just wasn't on the docket at the minute. A few other things, just real quick, while people are sending me fresh DMs. I talked about on the last stream with Jay. I finally, I stayed away from imports for a while. If it wasn't for Rich, I wouldn't have had the Mafex version of Psylocke. But I'm continuing with my Jim Lee Mafex figures. So I've got Storm, and I have pre-ordered the Magneto as well, the regular 616 Magneto. So I think with Mafex, with X-Men, I'm just going to go all in at this point. Until they hopefully, as soon as they do Jubilee, though, you know Rich is in. So they're running out of X-Men. They've got to do Rogue. Rogue's got. Would you get Rogue? Is it just Jubilee?
Because I think this Storm looks the best of all the Mafex X-Men that they've done. It looks really nice. Like I saw Jay's review, really nice looking figure. But to me, it doesn't hit my sweet spot. Like a lot of people like it, but to me, this doesn't look like the Jim Lee comic books, and it doesn't look animated enough. The face is a very like anime style to me. That's what I get from them. And like I think I've said before, Jean Grey and Psylocke I thought were ugly as fuck. But like Storm is very like that is a beautiful head sculpt. The Storm sculpts do look nice, but like I'm not just gonna get a Storm when I've sold off my other ones now. So it's like I'm out on the Mafex Marvel stuff. Like the DC stuff I love. I think like these are much better Jim Lee representation than the DC stuff, like the Harley Quinn, the Huntress, Catwoman, Batman, Joker, they look like Jim Lee drawings, I think. Whereas this is much more like anime style X-Men, which I'm not as keen on. But that's just me.
No, I can see what you're saying, and I don't disagree. It's not spot on comic, and it's definitely not animated either. It's somewhere in between. But for me, as I said, since I got the Wolverine and the Cyclops, I knew I could just have those two. So I'm just the collector in me now is just going in on this line. I missed out on a couple of the DC Hush figures. I missed out on Joker. I missed out on Catwoman. So like now, I've just like now I'm buggered. So like, I think I'm just staying with Batman. I've got the two Batmans and I've got Superman. So I think that will do. But for the X-Men, I'm going to keep going. So that arrived, and then also I finally just again I watched. This you can tell I'm a collector, right? So I watched the trilogy, right? I watched the trilogy, and then I went and bought every single figure So every single figure currently available right now for Indiana Jones, including all the indie variants. Yes, I know, I'm an idiot. Look, I'm an idiot. I'm very self-aware. You don't have to write it in the comments. I already know, okay? But yeah, I watched the trilogy of Indiana Jones, and then I got FOMO because they started selling out like randomly in different places. Like you couldn't buy them all from the same one place, so I just panicked and went, "Fuck it, just get them all, get them all," because I think this line has an end. Like as soon as the movie hype is over, like I don't think we're getting a wave 3 because a lot of the Temple of Doom, a lot of the Last Crusade figures are exclusives, which makes me think we're not getting a Last Crusade wave. So I think we're getting one more wave.
They've shown those things though. I think there's a wave 3 because we've had wave 1. They've shown wave 2, and they did those like pipeline reveals.
But they might just be exclusives because we've got just as many exclusives as we have in figures in the wave.
I suppose. I think they'll do one more wave. I think we'll get one more wave out of it.
These 4 figures: Matt Broom Indy, Club Obi-Wan Indy, Chasm, and also Professor Indiana Jones. They're all exclusives. And we know there's still more exclusives to come that I definitely don't have to show. Oh, sorry, I got something in my eye.
It's like how many Indiana Jones costumes did he have? So obviously, in the new film, he's just like Mr. Bear, new costume like every 5 minutes for him to carry and do things.
Honestly, though, right? Just again, I'm not arguing about the articulation could be better and stuff like that. Absolutely, like are they the best action figures ever? No, look, that's not what I'm talking about. But for representations from the movie, I really like them. And again, I'm the one spending the money on them, so that's all I needed. And I think they look great. So there you go. And the art looks great as well. Matt Rune Indy definitely has the best likeness as well to Harrison Ford. But even the boring ones in the suits, I still like. I didn't think I would, but I do like them. So. But yeah, I've went all in on these now, so I've got them all. So there you go. I've got all the indies.
If they get to like wave 10, we might get our build a fridge.
Build my own fridge. The monkey's pretty good as well. Marion's still got a couple of outfits we could get her in that I'd probably buy as well, to be fair. So there you go. The monkey's pretty cool. So anyway, just wanted to say I went all in on Indy after hesitating for a little bit, and I don't regret it. I think they're good figures. I like them. Just need to find a little Indy section on my display now. I might have to knock off Father Christmas, like up here, alright? It's just Father Christmas on his own. He might be gone. Might be gone for Indy. Sorry, Santa. It's Easter time now. It's not even Easter anymore. Okay. Hopefully I've got some fresh DMs. Okay, we do. I'm not letting Craig in. He stinks. I'll send the link to Mark Tac though. And Tom. And Cloud, the birthday girl. David, Evan and Smith. All 3 of them want to come on. Greedy. And is that it? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cool. That is your lot. Okay, I'll wait for them to come in. Oh, is that the second wave of those as well?
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons animated, like these, I really, again, these haven't got the best articulation, but to get like figures for this like 80s TV show in 2023 is
everyone's
bonkers.
So hypercritical at the minute, but like we're just sometimes we're just happy with a physical representation of something we love on the shelf, and we don't like. Again, everyone has their own preferences. Like,
I think it's just that we know, because we know that technology is there now and they've got it. It's kind
people
of like
the best. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, why? And especially since prices are going up and everything else is accessories are going down. It's like why don't you use it for everything? And obviously, like a line like this is not going to sell as much as other lines. But still, you know, if you're a lover of these, you want like the best version you can get, I think. But I'm happy to get any version. So yeah,
I've seen people's collections of all of them together, and they look really good. They pop on a shelf. The colour palette of those, I think, are really good.
And these are this second wave, like the first wave. I know people had like arms, breaking off, stuff like that. These ones seem much better. Like I haven't had to heat these at all. Like with the Diana one, I watched like other people's reviews and like I heated it up so much first, and now she just stands on the shelf. I don't touch her arms because like the joints feel like really crap on them. But that Sheila is like much better. Like the arms move, like everything, really good.
I'm praying it doesn't snap on you right now.
It's really good. Look there. What?
That's the type of shit that would happen to us. Shout out Dean, who just subscribed. I don't know if you're watching live, Dean, but welcome. You can now get involved in the chat. Okay, there's 5 in the waiting room. I'll get these guys in. Let me press some buttons. Right, let me jump off this screen for a second. Get them all in. And then I'll bring them all in together. We should have 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Can you tell who we're waiting for?
Hey, is it Craig?
You can smell him coming, can't you?
Hey, Dan, it's Craig. Get on the buzz.
That's a Brummy accent for American friends. Birminghams have a proper droney, pretty boring. They just sound bored about everything, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting for... hang on, I can jump to this screen, I guess, while we're waiting for bloody Craig. Messing up my bloody screen. Okay, Tom, how are you doing? I like your T-shirt.
Cheers.
It's a good T-shirt.
I don't know how it came about.
It's a great T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm glad to be back. I missed last time.
It's weird, isn't it? When you miss 1 week, you technically miss virtually a month, don't you, really?
Yeah, exactly.
So you've probably got loads of stuff to talk about. Okay, Craig's back. Hang on. Let me get him in here. Oh, Craig, you best sit still as well. Okay. Yeah, there he is. There he is. Craig, you there? Everyone hold your breath. He doesn't have a clue, does he? Trying to run
I could just leave you with an empty chair if you want.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, poor Craig.
Jesus.
Ashaholic in the chat says, "What about SH Figure Art Spidey? That Toby head." Yes, I do have that. Thank you very much to Your Boy's Got Toys. I'll be speaking to him later. He's an idiot though. But there you go. I do have him. I've just not opened him yet. I'm waiting for some time to enjoy that. Okay, so Tom's there. Mark Tac, how you doing?
I'm good, Dan. I'm good. Hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm good. Yeah, good to see everyone.
Have you just brought a Mercedes-Benz and you want us all to know about it?
That's right. Yeah, it's not Legends. It's 40,000.
You just wanted me to ask about your new Mercedes, didn't you? How's your new car?
Well, I do have a vehicle to show off, Dan, but we'll talk about that soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like the tease. I like the tease. There is David, Evan, and Smith. All 3 of them. Dad today, I can see. You got something you want to confess to us or something? You just find out some news.
No. This is just a misspelled shirt. It's missing the V and the I.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good. It's been a while. I missed you guys.
We miss you too. You're running out of room in that room for figures. It's just figures everywhere now. I keep seeing your pictures on Instagram. Like, how do you fit any more in?
Oh my God. Well, it's funny. Like, I do have to move eventually, and I was saying to Alexi, like, you keep adding stuff into a display that you're going to have to dismantle and move. Like, you're rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic because, like, we're not getting anywhere. Like, I'm just jam-packing this room. But, you know, it's a good thing. I'd rather have too much than not enough.
It looks great, always. You know me. I love a packed display, so looking good. Cloud, happy belated birthday, my friend.
Thank you. Not bad for 41, huh?
Absolutely. Not a day past 21. Right. I like your shirt too.
Yeah.
You just see my head poking out there. There you go.
Don't lift it too high.
So when was your birthday was Wednesday? Friday. Oh,
Friday,
okay. So
the 5th.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Happy days. So glad you could join us now. And then finally this smelly bastard, Craig. How you doing?
What, you talking to me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I only warned you up about it because you're the only person who reacts. You're the only person that even reacts to my
I'm the only
comments.
one that backs up Group 1, you know.
Because everyone else knows I'm taking the piss. That's
Can
why.
I transfer? I might transfer to the other
It's
group.
too late now. It's too late. You're here. You're here now.
Terrible.
We're here now. Right, let's talk about some toys.
I'm alright.
Alright, you've got some toys to talk about, right?
Maybe.
Alright, we'll find out in a minute. Let's go up top to Tom, though. We haven't seen him for a while. So I can see a Batmobile in the background and everything. So and I can see...
The Batmobile's mid-process.
I can see, like, tape on it as well. So I know exactly what you're doing. So talk to us, Tom. What have you been buying?
So I've taped it up and I've sprayed it matte, which actually makes it look a lot nicer. But it's not finished. I need to just add in some details and paint the canopy in black.
I wouldn't be brave enough to do it. But fair play to you. It will be worth it. It'll make a difference. Are you?
It was easier to do than you think.
Are you planning to display that with the Mezco Keaton?
Yeah, that was no, I'd probably just go in a box and end up in the loft because I'm not going to put it. But I might take a photo with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got him. He is cool, but I hope they never do another rubber body ever again because I just don't understand the logic, to be honest.
Is that why it took them so long? Because they were like trying some new weird technology.
Could be. I think a lot of it was the pandemic, and they probably don't do very long runs, so then they get just pushed back down the factory, the factory line.
I genuinely think as well that the Flash movie and like Keaton being pushed to the forefront of that Flash movie messed around with their licensing deal as well. So I reckon behind the scenes they had to jump through some hoops which pushed the release because they were figuring out the licensing with Keaton. Because I think when that was first revealed, Keaton wasn't the big player in the Flash like he is now, but after No Way Home, they sort of pushed him to the front because of the nostalgia hype. So again, like I know poor Toying Around seemed ecstatic when he got his figure finally. I've seen his photo, but
I suppose he paid for it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I paid for mine the day it arrived.
That's pretty good. No, that's pretty good. But there you go. What else have you been buying?
But yeah, it is a really nice figure. It just would have been better if it had been on just the standard body. And the head sculpts are probably maybe the best head sculpts Mezco ever done. To be fair,
I nearly got it. And
I added extra wire to the cape because of the cape. For some reason, their recent wired capes on the Batman, they only put like a wire in every other whatever you call it, curve. So there's actually a hole up there, so you can just shove a whole new piece of wire up.
Shove
the
it in
one
the
that I
hole.
missed that.
It's easily done.
Shove it in the hole.
Shove it in. I was going to say, like, I thought you were sewing and everything. I was about to say again, like,
No, I wasn't sewing.
You've got the guts to customize stuff. I wouldn't trust myself, but I can shove something up the hole. I feel pretty confident I can manage that.
Rich was having problems getting it in.
No, I'll find a way. I'll find a way, David. I'll find a way.
Just ram it.
Sorry, Tom. Continue. Show us some more toys. What else have you been buying?
I've got Balrog from Storm.
Nice.
He's great. I did spend
massive.
about... Yeah, they are. Well, they say they're 1/12, but they never 1/12. So they're probably as big, if not a bit bigger than NECA.
Yeah, they're large. They're on the big side.
Yeah, it looks chunky. Looks good though.
I spent a couple of
is
days
that
back. I
out?
don't understand why this guy has got no thigh swivel and no shin swivel, because they were so tight though, and I was like trying to pose him, and it just wouldn't do what you wanted it to do. But they do. It doesn't. If anyone else is thinking the same thing with this figure, you can get it to move, but you actually have to almost. It feels like you're going to crank the leg off to get it going. But once you get it going, you can get in some decent poses.
What were you going to say, Rich?
Wasn't Jury supposed to be out before him? I thought I like.
When they solicited at the same time.
I might have been. I just remember like paying for Jury like when I thought that like came out after, but it might have been the same time then.
You didn't get that one, did you?
No, I'm only getting the girls or I'll be bankrupt.
Are you getting all the Jada ones?
Yeah, I've got all the Jada ones on order because they're Jada. What are we saying that one now? It's like Mac X again.
Okay, we call it Jada.
Jada, I've got all them on order.
There's only 2 on pre-order in the UK though, right?
No, they were all up on Star Action.
Oh, I think
Yeah, they were up on Star Action.
Yeah, I think Star Action are the only place in the world that have got them up for pre-order.
Ah, okay. Did they have the promo images attached?
No,
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say-
only
so-
for the first two.
So I was going to say, I've not seen the pictures in my head. I think
Yeah.
I've seen
I
some pictures, but...
I think we only have 2 on pre-order. Ryu and whoever is with him. I think those are the only 2 that are available. Feilong, thank you.
Yeah, nice. I think I'm going to go in on them as well. I've watched a couple of early reviews, and I think I'll get the first 2 at least, just to get hands on. I love the way they scale with Legends as well. You know me, I love that scale, so I can find a place from on the miscellaneous shelf, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think at the moment they're like the 2 figures I'm probably most excited for getting in there.
Do we
The
know when
articulation looks amazing.
do we know when they're due in the UK?
Supposedly June or July, but
Oh, so we've still got a while to wait. Okay.
they're not too far off. But yeah, still a bit.
Okay.
I also got this. Cheers to Dom for pointing me in the right direction.
Nice. Did Dom point you to his Uncle Ali?
He did indeed.
There we go. Everyone's got an Uncle Ali. Shout out Dom. So you were missing Casey in April, I assume, and now
I was missing Casey in April and Shredder.
Okay, so so we know we're going to get another April. So you're still missing the Shredder.
Just need a Shredder, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully one day.
Okay. Anyone out there in the universe has a Toon Shredder? Let us know. I've seen him.
For this guy.
So you were proving our point. He was standing up behind you on his legs.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. Because I kind of thought they're bendy wires. They're just going to flop after a while. You get him in a position, but he's been stood there all afternoon.
He looked pretty sturdy to me. Yeah, he looked good.
And I had him standing, holding. I put some pictures on our group, on the Legends and Licky UK group, of him holding up our mate with and he stood like that for 2 days.
Yeah,
he did then topple over, so I wouldn't advise putting him in the display like that. But
yeah, there he is.
he's. They do hold their pose for a long time, I think, and they're better than I thought they were going to be. They're not perfect because you can't.
Nothing's perfect, Tom. Nothing's perfect. There's always room for improvement.
I can't see at this price point how you do it better.
But I wasn't saying that sarcastically either. Like, I genuinely believe nothing's perfect, but it's good. They're good. I'm just rubbing it in David's face because I know he's about to show me loads of stuff I ain't got. So there you go, David. Take that. Take that. Take that.
Tom, did you have trouble getting it in, like Richard?
Never.
No, I heated mine up.
Oh, okay.
Never. Aunt May, what do you think of Aunt May's face?
Well, I thought I was the only one who thought it. I even thought when they revealed it, I thought, is that what she looked like in the cartoon? And I kept looking up the images online and I was like, well, it's kind of there, but it's a bit off. But
It's not. They've just used the colour palette and they've given it a digital face print on the face, so it's not.
She does look very concerned.
She is. She's concerned for Peter. She keeps getting kidnapped by villains. Of course she's concerned. She's concerned for her safety. But no,
She'll do.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get a comic book one as well at some point, but maybe that'll be another 20 years.
Hopefully not.
And then lastly, I did what you did that. In fact, I think I was a week ahead of you. Panicked on Indiana Jones.
You were like that sort of nudge I needed to be like, okay, let's just get them while they're available. Because it weren't just me, right? They were disappearing in random places.
They were disappearing, yeah. I mean, they probably suddenly restock and all be
No,
discounted.
FOMO got us, yeah.
But yeah, this guy, you've got the one that I haven't got. You've got Professor Indiana Jones, haven't you?
Yes. There he is. There he
And
is.
you've got who's the bad guy from Last Crusade? I've forgotten his name.
Alright. I'm not meant to show this one off, but there you go. Quickly. There you go.
Oh, was that a sneaky one?
Sneaky, yeah, sneaky.
Because I was thinking, I've got that on pre-order, but how come you've got it? And I understand.
I've got a bum emoji for a reason, you know.
If they could nail this face sculpt on the Temple of Doom, then we'd be in business. Because that was the only thing that was holding me back, really, was the face sculpts on the first indie.
This one is the exact same face sculpt as Club Obi-Wan, just a slight different deco. Like his colour, like his skin tone is like a little bit different. But otherwise, it's the same head that's on the Club Obi-Wan. It's basically the same figure.
I just wonder if he'll go to discount.
Yeah. I like that accessory. I know it's just one little crappy accessory, but like...
that accessory you could use with the other figures as well.
But that's just a very Indiana Jones accessory to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, like you said, anyone can hold
Very
it.
big match.
There you go. He's not wrong. It is essentially that.
And then last of all, I've got this guy.
Pow. So that's the Mafex.
Wow.
Not Mafex, the
Mezco
Mezco.
goes.
Mexico.
Nice.
These are, I don't know. I was never that excited about him. When there was first a bit of hype about a Ghost Rider at haslab, which I then decided not to go in on anyway, I ordered him. And then more recently, I've been a bit like, I'm not bothered about it. It's a nice figure, but I always hate when they do the light up heads, you can't, they figured it out on the more recent releases, but you can only get side to side, you can't get any up and down. It's got a pillar going right through the body, which is kind of annoying because you can't really pose them around in the same way.
What do you think? What do you think of the bike, though? You're going to pose him on the bike, though, surely?
Yeah, I've got the bike here. The bike's cool.
It's cool, yeah.
It was, and then he broke it.
No, it's not.
Then it falls apart.
The bike's all right. I don't know. It's probably the most underwhelming Mezco that I've bought.
That's an expensive figure to be underwhelmed.
But I can always sell it if I get bored of it.
It's true. It's very true. Just jump into the chat real quick. Little Leaf Creations, as always, showing some love and has just gifted a channel membership, which has been caught by Shelley. It started with a click, Shelley. Grab that channel membership. Thank you very much, Little Leaf Creations. Always throwing out some love to the community. Much, much appreciated. Above that, Darth Primus says, is it just me, but does Tom sound like Roy Kent? Who's Roy Kent? I don't know.
From Ted Lasso, he's the footballer.
I've
the
never,
guy who's Hercules, Brett Goldstein.
Never watched Ted Lasso. I know
I've
it's
never
about,
watched Ted Lasso either.
I know it's about football, but I imagine it's nothing like football. So.
He's the guy who plays Hercules in the Thor film.
He doesn't say a lot in the Thor film, though, does he?
No.
And he speaks in a Greek accent, too.
He's in Uncle. Have you ever seen Uncle?
I have. Uncle? The one with...
Nick Helm, and it's got songs and the little kid.
What kind of accent does he have, Rich? Because when I was
it's a British accent.
Younger,
got
yes.
I'm born in the southeast and I'm growing up in the southeast. My mum is from Birmingham and my dad is from his parents from up in the northwest, Newcastle kind of way.
No,
but
I'd
neither
say
of them sound. He doesn't have a regional accent.
That's
I was
mix,
working in this theatre and there was this Cornish woman who worked there with the strongest Cornish accent. And she started going, "Oh, it's really good. You. How long you been out of Cornwall for this?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Do I sound like I must sound like that?" And then my wife tells me to sound like that. So.
You don't sound like that, but I say some dialects from all over the country. That one, I think people think I'm from London all the time. Like, if I meet someone...
It's because you sound like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins, that's why.
I don't know why. I'm like from the most councilist estate in Coventry. It's ridiculous that I sound posh. But,
come on now, Mary Poppins. Come on, say that, Dan.
Come on now, Mary Poppins. Didn't Parallel use that in his bloody rap?
Chim Chim Chiroo.
There you go. No one watches reviews when they're done by Dan Who. It's a good line, to be fair. I don't mind that one. It's a good line. Okay, beautiful. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Apart from your Mercedes, Mark, what you been buying?
Well, for me, Dan, yeah, like Tom, me and Tom have been talking about the McFarlane and Batman.
Hang on, you're glitchy. Let's give you a second.
It's still in for me, but I'll share a quick. Oh yeah.
So I'll just give it a sec. Catch
yep.
I thought that was me then.
What have you? He's past his disease. You got the Craig disease.
I've caught it. Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
So I picked up. Yeah, I picked up the '89 Batman as well. Batmobile, sorry. So I've got yet to open that.
Are you gonna spray paint yours?
No, I'm not. I'm not that brave. I'm going to
send it up to Tom.
Yeah,
he's got a workshop.
I know.
Send it to Tom's shop.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's easy as anything.
I'll send it over. Yeah. Tom will send it over.
You can if you want.
Yeah, and then picked up a wrestling figure. So Hulk Hogan in his kind of desert. James actually educated me about this. Yeah, Hulk Hogan in his Desert Storm kind of looked from SummerSlam 1991. So. I thought this would go well with like G.I. Joe Classified and Action Force.
Sort of, yeah. So
picked that up. Yeah, and then the only other thing is a custom I made, which is using Flint from G.I. Joe Classified to make a Z-Force Commander custom.
You've got a nice little Z-Force little crew going now, ain't you?
I do,
with
yeah.
the reds and the greens.
Making little squads.
Have you got bats on the plan? You need some bats.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. I'll put some bats in those colours, like captured and sort of reprogrammed. But I'll do a few bats.
Some bats in that colour scheme would be a good shout. But looking good. So what Batman have you got to go along with your Batmobile? Did you get the Mezco?
So I'm not going. I'm sort of being sacrilegious, really. I'm going with the comic Batman, so I'm going to put Mafex, the Mafex Batman, just because. Yeah, I don't actually have a movie. The Mezco one. I was tempted to get it, but I might wait a bit, see what happens in terms of the price and that. But the McFarlane one's a bit too big for my collection because it's 7-inch. Kind of want something more 1/12. But this chap will probably be going inside the Batmobile.
It's a great Batman.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good done. So that is it from me.
Very nice. What about David Evan and Smith? I know you've been spending money.
Always. I mean, I don't have the legendary Doc Ock and concerned Aunt May. Like,
take that, David. I need to shut up because he's about to show off loads of shit I don't know, so I'm going to shut up.
No, I mean, well, most of my stuff I've filtered into the collection already, so it's like hard for me to.
We use our
get it out
imagination.
once
It's
I
fine.
put it in.
It's fine. Oh dear. I wouldn't expect anything less.
You know, but I was able to fish out the Super Skrull.
Very nice.
Illuminati Super Skrull, I guess he is.
How would you have that, David? That hasn't
It's
even
already
shipped
out.
yet. How would you even have that?
Hasbro
How would you
shit.
get that from David?
Yeah, what a shill.
Actually, I feel like he looks too cartoony. Like, does those proportions look very like animated series Earth's Mightiest Heroes kind of design?
Is it the Build-A-Figure Super Skrull essentially just repainted with a cape, right? And
it is. The cape is what really does it. Like, you take the cape off and he's
got a new hat.
Is that art reactor sculpted or is it just painted on the chest? The art reactor.
It's hold on. It's sculpted on.
Oh, okay.
It's sculpted on.
Because they've modded it a little bit then, or glued something onto it maybe.
Yeah, at least that piece. Actually, you know what? You know how there's that overlay pointy shoulder piece on the Super Skrull?
Yeah.
It's sculpted onto that.
Okay.
So they sculpted that overlay part over. And then, of course, with him came the controversial Varank Super Skrull Queen.
She still looks good.
She still looks good. I mean, she's completely serviceable. Everybody wishes that she was pinless, but whatever. You know. Other than that, I got Squadron Supreme filtered in.
Nice.
I have the Ant-Man Quantumania wave filtered in. I sent you a couple pictures, Dan.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look.
Because I didn't want to like tear them out of the display. But
We'll see. Search on, Dan, before you look around.
No, it's all right. Keep talking. I'll find the pictures while you're talking.
yeah, and then other than that, I just have a custom jumpsuit Charles Xavier. I'm sure Brandon would love that.
Brandon's favorite.
Right. So used what's the G.I. Joe that's like got that turtle face, right?
Falcon, right, David?
Yeah,
Falcon.
Falcon. So just him with an Xavier head, you know.
Okay.
Xavier gets a good head.
I'm looking at pictures, and you've sent me a picture of a naked lady. Is that what you want me to show?
Oh yeah. That's
It's not me, is it?
No, not this time.
It is your birthday, but not the birthday suit this week.
Not the birthday suit.
It's the wild card choice.
Yeah, it's when we were doing our Versus stream for my birthday. Rich abandoned his first choice to go for Shauna the She-Devil, and I think snatched a win out with that.
But you abandoned your first choice to spend like thousands of pounds on one, so I know the real winner is David. It's you.
Yeah. Raffaello Customs is making that. Did make that, and is going to ship that out to me soon. So cannot wait, and I'll have my
really good
custom Xavier to go with her in the Savage Lands.
Do you get a discount for the less materials used for this one, or?
Unfortunately, no discount there. Hanging out the nose for a bikini-clad jungle warrior princess.
Oh, you sent me a tweet from Dan.
I'm excited. I'm wondering what that other thing is that's coming soon from Dan Yoon besides the Hawkeye and Sky Cycle.
As I said at the start, there are 2 pre-orders this week. One of them will be Hawkeye, and then there'll be a reveal, I assume. So we shall see. You
don't know? You don't know, Dan?
And nope, don't know.
Kind of chill are you?
Idea. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't.
Okay. Did I send you anything else? Was there another?
There's a picture of your collection, which is Ant-Man stuff in there, right? There's Cassie at the back.
Yeah, Wasp and Cassie, and there is the new Quantumania Ant-Man in there in the center, like right above Hawkeye.
Yeah, I can see him. Yeah. You just can't see my mouse.
Yeah.
I'm tickling him with my mouse, but you can't see it.
Oh, copy.
And then you put Hulk, because I'm assuming
Thor.
You're in on the pre-order for Hulk.
So in on this, can't wait to recreate that panel. Eric Masterson, time for some serious butt pounding. That's my era. So like any Avenger on that team in that costume set, I'm all about it. So it's that Cersei and Black Knight, that Eric Masterson, it's a wonderful week for me, knowing that that's coming. So
very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go to, let me I think I might have crashed Streamlabs. All right, we might just be stuck with Thor for a minute. Oh wait,
David.
Oh, no. It's okay, we're back. Sorry.
That's classic panel. That's a classic panel right there.
Right, okay, before we go to Cloud, let me just change the show a second. Welcome to Legions and Liquor! Wow, this is where we talk about all things Legions and the things of goos and goblins and stuff I know all about. Mwahaha! Legions and Liquor. Hang on, let me change the logo. And I think I've done... This is what, when I try and be funny or fancy, I always end up crashing stuff. Alright, give it a sec. There we go. We're back. Alright. Even the logo's changed underneath me. There we go. Legion of Liquor, talk to us.
Alright. I have a lot. Some of it's in the bedroom. I wanted to have some of them near me at all times. So there's a few in the display. There is one in here that I can show off. The new Gorgo Aether Blade. I really like the stag antlers, and their wired capes are just outstanding. I'm sure some of you guys know who this is. But he came in a 2-pack with another character who is in the other
He's
room.
like the main villain, isn't he, Cloud?
He's one of them. He's like
One of them,
Arethyra's right hand. Yeah, he's a cool character. So I had characters I specifically wanted to talk about. I did a one a day opening. I managed to have a total of 5 Legions on the way, so I did 1 per day leading up to my birthday. Nice. I got a new skeleton. It's just a regular Legion builder I've been looking at for a little while. It's a little.
Do you actually army build any of them, or do you just have individual characters type thing?
I kind of like to have like one of each of the characters I really like. I do have a bunch of customs over here, like the Pop and Swap. They did a line surrounding a video game that they're doing, and they did male and female orcs and elves, and I got one of each, and I kind of mixed up the parts, and I gave them names and stories, so they hang out over here. But the skeleton is just somebody I had my eye on. He was on my Amazon wish list. We ordered that. And I had Kyle Wadiga, who you guys may know
Super
from
7, yep.
Kevin's. Yep. So he messaged me. He knew I was looking for a shadow elf. So he was looking to maybe do like some kind of a trade. And I was, I'm like, I'm just getting it as I don't really have many Legions to trade. So he ended up just sending it to me because I'm going to help him get an exclusive at the convention this year.
Nice. Sounds like a good deal.
So I love like the dark blue skin and the white hair. This guy's really cool. And when he showed up, this guy was also in the package.
No, that's the He-Man
Mossman.
tribute. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm not really too big on the Masters of the Universe tributes. I have the She-Ra one. Was always a fan of her growing up. And then my wife wanted the Skeletor's mount, Panther, I think his name is. It's because he's purple and teal.
Yeah,
that's the only reason she wanted it.
Good.
But no, he's actually a lot cooler than I expected. It took me a little while to open him up. I wasn't sure if I was going to hang on to him. But
flocked, right?
The flocking, it's not like normal flocking.
Okay.
Like it's where it's usually kind of like, I don't want to say gritty or spiky, but like it has like a certain texture to it. This actually feels like moss. It's very soft. He is shedding all over my desk. Oh, my goodness. But he's part of one of my favorite factions, so I'm very happy with him. This is another one I picked up. This is a satyr named Krotos, and he's a little shorter. If I can get another guy back up here.
Okay, yeah.
Back up low.
Is he like a rabbit of some sort?
He's got like a
goatee rabbit,
goat's head.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. But just another character I kind of sat on for too long. Somebody was selling him. He gave me like a flat price, covered the shipping. Just somebody had my eyes on for a little. So the big one, when I first started collecting this line, now with Legions, if you don't get in on like the ground floor on certain characters, they're impossible to get. They command ridiculous prices on the secondary market.
Yeah,
so I've kind of come to just let a lot of things go. There was a character named Thalon Frostbow. She's a frost elf. So her armor's all like blue and silver. And one of Trevor's photos of her, she's like leaning against a tree. It's like a snow scene and there's some orcs coming around. It's like she's hunting them. And she's somebody I've wanted for a very, very long time. But I've seen her for like well over $100. So I'm not going to get this one. They have their new All-Stars wave in voting right now. It's essentially like a best of. They pick a handful of characters, and they have the fans vote for who they like the most. And like the top 3 or 4 winners are going to get produced in this new wave. So Thalen was a character, and obviously she had my vote immediately. On Trevor's last show in the chat, we're talking about this, and this gentleman, Curtis Ackerman, was like, "You don't have that figure?" It's like, "No, I never got her." So he sent me a message on Facebook, and he's like, "I have a sealed one if you're interested." And I was like, I appreciate you reaching out, but she's usually more than I want to spend. So he says, "No, just send me your address. I'll send her over."
This Legions community sound very, very nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
She's
For the record,
gorgeous.
Legions community, I've got no Mythic Legions.
Yes.
I've got none.
But, so
none.
He sent her over. She's beautiful. He threw in some pins, some stickers. I've got like Cabal stickers. I've got a Cabal patch, some Wolf King custom stuff. And she showed up on my birthday. It was perfect. So that kind of like finished the week. I did order myself. Empire Toy Shop does like they were doing a mystery box for the spring, and you pay like the standard $50. They send it. You don't know what's in it until you get it.
Do you not know what brand? What, a Mythic Legions mystery box? Or
it's all Mythic Legions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yes. It was essentially the new All Stars wave. So it was the line that this guy's from. I actually got him in a trade from getting a character I didn't care about. It's them, and then they throw in a lot of other assorted characters. There's like older ones, there's some newer ones. That you can get a horse, you can get a troll. Like you don't know what it is until you get it. So I did order 2 of those, and they sat pending for a week, and they just shipped. So they should be here tomorrow. I was hoping to do one for Saturday, one for Sunday, because I ordered 2 and have the full week. But they'll show up tomorrow, and it would have been perfect.
It's all right. End it with 2. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it was great. The one I would consider Thalen a grail, and she showed up on my birthday. This last guy I've had for a little while to get us back on theme, but I shipped them. So I do still go on Marvel Legends. I almost called them Mythic Legends.
Mythic Legends.
But he was my last one. I do have some on pre-order. I think I pre-ordered the Thor and Destroyer and the Black Knight and Cersei pack. I'm waiting for Amazon still has not shipped Monet or Chamber, but I do have them on deck.
Good.
So I'm still there. I'm just being really, really picky because I actually just filled a bookcase shelf in the bedroom with all of my hero Legions, and it's full. So we ordered some cases from IKEA. They should be here this week because they are literally consuming my desk. I've got an army of skeletons.
Made it to the bedroom?
Yes, they've made it to the bedroom.
New meaning to toys in the bedroom, just full of Legions.
There's always toys. Like the Resistance was in there, but I figured I can give them a smaller shelf somewhere and put those. But there's the moose, and then another horse, and there's riders, and there's warriors all over the place. There's already no space in it. I had to dig out these characters to bring them in here. But so we ordered 2 glass cases from IKEA. So when they get in here, I'll set them up. They'll be full immediately, and I'll still be out of space.
Yeah, make sure you send us some pictures. I was going to say, like,
of course,
because that room was full before you started collecting Legions. So, like, the amount of Legions you've been showing off, I'm like, okay, something's getting boxed or pushed out of that room.
I've got this corner piece, and there's 2 or 3 shelves with Legions on it. The whole top piece is covered in. There's 2 of the horsemen and a bunch of their soldiers. There's the headless horseman over here, and he's surrounded by 6 skeletons. And then before I cleared this off, all of my hero characters. So 2 mounts, and I think I think I counted, and I'm well over like 50 already.
Impressive.
So
impressive.
It's a sickness.
People in the chat, by the way, are saying that they also voted for Frostbow. That's the woman you were talking about, right?
Yes. Here she is.
Trevor also says, "I've got you, Dan." I appreciate you, Trevor. I was just trying to impress you with my new logo. Did you like it, Cloud? That was a birthday present.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Where is it? Where is it gone again?
All right, it's right under you.
Let me know. I just want to play it. There you go.
Oh, yep.
Look at that. Make that. Send that to 4 Horsemen. Let's get that Legion made.
Definitely. I'd buy it.
You'd buy it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's get it back on track. Let me press some buttons. Give me a second. Unless you've got some Legions to talk about, Craig.
Oh yeah, of course, Dan.
Okay, cool.
My wallet stretches that far, you know.
Sorry, Legions ain't that accessible in the UK. You can get them, they're obviously, but they're just not. You can't just with Legions in the UK. You can't just spontaneously go, okay, I want to go and get a Legion because they're not accessible. It's like you've got to be in because the community will get them first. If you know what I mean. Like there's not many places that sell them. Is all I'm saying. So.
Well, there is. And if, like they have their approved retailers, there is one for the UK. I don't recall the name of it.
It's Imperium of Cool.
That's it.
But what I'm saying is that they sell out really quick because the Legions community in the UK all go to that one place and they just go up. So someone like me, who's like on the professional, like the outskirts looking in, going, oh, maybe I'm tempted, but you got to wait for the budget or whatever. By the time you make that decision, the ones you want may not be there, type thing. So I'm just saying you can't be as spontaneous.
Yeah, honestly though, like most of the ones I've gotten recently have been because of the community, because of the Mythic Legions Cabal, and there's plenty of people all over. Like I see a lot of people in Europe and the UK, so they're out there. You just kind of have to poke around for it. But yeah, no, we much easily get. I mean, they're in Jersey. I can go drive and visit them. And
you don't need to drive. Trevor comes to you. Trevor drops them off at your door.
That's right. Trevor comes to mine.
All right, let's go to Craig then. Craig, what have you been spending some money on? Deodorant?
Well, my figure's on as horny as Clouds. I'll start off with this.
There he is, fat bastard.
Big fat bastard.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Fatty
my
bum bum.
belly.
Yeah, like I love him. I was like you, Dan. I missed out on the first one. I was gonna buy the first one, but I thought he looked more like what? How do you put it, Dan? A melted potato.
Yeah, like the first one. If you compare this one to the Build-A-Figure, like I haven't got the Build-A-Figure, but if you put it next to the Build-A-Figure, it just looks like he's been left in the sun. It looks like this one has been left in the sun, and he's just like got more rolls and just. I just think this one's more round and better proportioned.
Way better.
Yeah, the aesthetic
it's
fits
so
in
nice. Better. Just got to find a place for him in the display. I might have to put Mojo somewhere else just to put the blob in.
Yeah, clear something.
And I got this one on pre-order as well.
Yeah, there you go.
We got Doc Ock and Prune Face.
Prune Face and T-shirt.
Tentacles.
That's a Dick Tracy villain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Prune Tracy.
I was going to say something else, but it might not be appropriate.
That's the Simpsons. I get it. I'm with you. I know the Simpsons when I hear it.
But yeah, love him. Love the bendy wire tentacles. The amount of times I've gone, we just need bendy wire tentacles for Doc Ock. I love this look of Doc Ock as well. His tentacles were quite hard to get into the hole, but with a bit of shove, they went in.
Bit of a shove. That's how you do it, right?
Spit on it. Spit on it.
Yeah. When it comes
that's
to
just took it up a level. That has. There's a bar that we try not to cross. That was peeping over the bar.
Sometimes it takes a while when posing though, because some of the tentacles tend to drop slowly. So, but I've had him in this pose for about 7 days, or since I got him, pretty much. I've just left him in that pose, and it just goes to show they're holding. And so
you've got Spider Villains shelf, right? Or Spidey shelf?
Yeah, just this one behind me here, just on the top. Not the top, but the one down.
Yeah, I think I've seen pictures of it.
All my Spider-Mans, and he's obviously going to swap out my other Doc Ock, and I'm going to put him in the display with the Sinister Six, because we've got Craven coming, and I missed him as well. So that's another one, Holy Grail, that's going to come through for me. And then, just as I thought, he doesn't want to stand back now. He's had enough after 7 days, obviously.
7 days.
I just as I thought the week couldn't get any better, I walked into my local Forbidden Planet, and I seen this guy, and I opened him, and I've just non-stop putting down. It's just, he's on the Vulcan body, so it's all pinless, which is brilliant. But that face sculpt, if people can see, it's just amazing. I just love the face sculpt. I think they've nailed it.
I've seen MCU Collector online compare it to the guy from Dodgeball. Like now
I don't think he does. Personally, no, I don't think he does. If his hair was a bit crazier, maybe. But
I still, for the record, I still think it looks good. I just chuckled at.
I just love him. He's the only top one that I want from that wave as such, apart from the builder figure.
I was going to say you're going to need
I
Chode
want
now, right?
Bang as well. So it looks like I might have to get Monet and Chamber at one point, Rich. So but yeah, I do want Chode as well. Yeah, so we all love a bit of Chode. But yeah, the fact that he's got like a little, I don't know if you can see, but he's got like where you can put his sword in.
Stupid.
Yeah, I've seen that like multiple times this week.
It's stupid.
But yeah, just on his like belt, he's got like a little loop where you can put his sword in it as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's discreet. So you, even posing him like that, you can't notice he's got like a sheath sort of thing on the side. But like the paint on him is just like spotless. There's no like blotches or anything. As such, I was one thing I was disappointed about Doc Ock.
Okay.
Just above my backpack.
Yeah.
He's got a bit like dry glue on it.
Do you know what?
Like,
I've been
super
waiting to ask you actually. Same, right? So you couldn't really see it on my review because it's glue, but I've got like a little splodge of glue on his little breastplate there.
Just
how can I get? What can I
at the
use to
top.
get rid of it? Like what can I use? Like I asked Amanda if she had any nail polish remover, but she doesn't. So I might have to buy some. But can I use that to rub off the glue? Anyone not got any like genuine questions?
Probably, but make sure you wash it off immediately after putting it on.
Yeah.
Rubbing
Otherwise it
alcohol or
leaks.
acetone. Yeah, so nail polish remover might help, but you want to put it and wipe it immediately, so you just do it in small bits.
Yeah, because
The only thing is it's off-putting because it's like a bit where the glue is. It looks really shiny, but the rest is all not shiny, so it kind of
Try and
ruins
put
the
it
back.
in hot water.
No, I'm going to do that. That's again, like as soon as you said that, Craig, it just made me go, shit, you're right. Mine has got an issue. I was trying to ignore it, but it's one of them where it's just bugging me. But yeah, mine's got some glue on it. You can't see it on the camera.
Just like a tiny little bit where the obviously you can see where the peg is underneath because of the
I think
yellow.
I've got it too.
Mine's on the breastplate, Tom. Mine's like
On
literally
like over his nipple.
Yeah, like just on there. I know this stream's got a bit dirty now. I'm just rubbing his. How'd you like that, Doc?
Rub his nipple.
There you go. But it's right there. Yeah, it's right. It's right. It's just like you can feel it to touch as well, like the texture of the glue, and like when you hover it in the light, you can see the light shining on it. So, but I don't understand why the glue's on the front. Like, what's it glue on? There's nothing to be glued on. Doesn't make
They've
sense.
obviously glued his top bit down, haven't they? And someone has obviously just
Sticky
had it on their
residue
fingers
fingers,
and touched it, haven't they? Yeah. But apart from that, it's just them three, and then I finally got to open this guy as well from last week.
Very
which
nice. Do you know the week before they revealed that, I tracked down the Walgreens exclusive and paid to get it imported from America. Like an idiot.
Well, to be fair, the Walgreens one, everyone's saying how better it is because this one has a lot of QC issues.
Oh, really?
On
So I've got the better one. Okay, I feel better now.
Because this ankle on this side is just really loose, so you just wob, and then the top half's really stiff, and the bottom half's really wobbly. Like the drop down hips on him are terrible.
Look at David's face.
Awful. I know I'm saying a lot of innuendos, all right. But yeah, it's just like his body. Like I didn't want to move him at first. I put him in a bit of hot water and I moved him. But is it the bit where the diaphragm? I want to say the in bit at the bottom here.
Yeah.
When you move him back and forth, you can see the crack down the side of the figure. Looks like it's about to split open.
Yeah, it's not good.
So it looks like basically they've just a cheap redo of him, which is a bit disappointing because he's all pinless, so he's perfect in that way. But it's just like, and his visor as well, you can see where there's a bit of paint out of line in the middle. I don't know if
there's been so much QC issues within like Lightning
Power
Collection.
Rangers have been terrible at the
They've
minute.
had to literally address it on their last live stream because Emily returned to the Power Rangers team and she read a generic statement from Hasbro saying if you've got issues, email them. So where did you buy it from? Where did you buy it from, Craig?
That was from Amazon.
Yeah, so you can email Paul's customer service with some pictures and tell them that it's falling apart.
I was watching. Funny enough, I was watching MCU Collector's review of it as well as I was opening it, and he brought two, and one of them weren't as bad as the other. And I don't think mine was as bad as the one his first one he got. His legs were just going all over the place. Mine are just that slight little wobble, but when you stand him up straight, you can see his leg just decides it wants to slide and do the splits.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that's obviously one of my Power Ranger Grails because I didn't pick up the first one.
You've said that you've already you can save it for the next Legends, but you've ordered a couple more, right?
I've ordered thanks to Kapow getting it back in. Well, I saw this one at Toy Fair last week for 50 quid, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna grab him. And then all of a sudden, Kapow's had this like little sale thing go up this week.
They just find stuff in their back room. Their back room's like the one at the end of Lost Ark because it's just
it was
massive.
It was I want to say It's Magna Defender. That one
from In Space,
from
yeah.
Lost Galaxy.
Magna Defender.
Okay. The guy in the black and the gold. He's another one of my grails because that's from that series. That is the only like type of main character I kind of remember because I at that point I was kind of coming out of Power Rangers and going into other things. But yeah, I've picked him up and I had they said, oh yeah, he's not coming till he won't get shipped till Tuesday, and I had email on Saturday going he's already left the building.
Happy
so
days.
Hopefully he will be here on Tuesday.
Happy days.
Along with and then Torpedo to follow.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. One sec. I'm just looking at the chat real quick. Wingo Lou says, Dan, do you have Gugon over here? So I've just quickly put it in Amazon, and it seems like we do have Gugon. So Wingo Lou, are you watching? I'm assuming you use this to get rid of the paint. Tom, you're pretty good at stuff like that.
I've got some of that.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go and I'll tell you how it works.
Okay, thank you very much, because I will get
I could come around to yours, Dan, and use your sticky stuff.
What sticky stuff? What are you on about now?
Next to the Gugon. Look at the Gugon at the top. The next one.
Sticky stuff. No, I don't want. I want to get rid of the sticky stuff.
It dissolves. It dissolves sticky stuff.
Look at David. Look at David's face. He's like just dying to jump in, right? He's behaving.
Come on, David, jump in. Say something. Go on, please.
All right, but
you're covering me well, cousin Craig. You're doing the Smith family proud.
But thank you very much, Wingo Lose. Tom will check that out and report back for sure. But yeah, so you've just mentioned the GI Joes. So while I've got the co-host of Joes and Juice here, we can mention that real quick because again, we are talking about pre-orders. So who is it? It's Torpedo and who else are shipping this week from Amazon? From Pulse.
Copperhead.
Copperhead. Okay, let me have a look on Pulse UK.
And then it's the 22nd for Scrap Iron, is it? I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait for that.
Right.
But what's
Rock and
weird is
roll
we're
is
still waiting
June.
on ones from the previous one.
Yeah, so we still haven't got Falcon or Outback from the previous wave. They got delayed.
Yeah, like that. David's customising Falcon into new characters.
Yeah, no, damn you, David. Let me have a look on.
I'm sure you send you the head, Tom, if you want it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do too much.
Yeah, you can have that from me, Tom.
David's off on
That
head.
one-
Still haven't found the cover girl.
really care about it.
Right, I'm just having a look. Okay, so Torpedo. I'm just grabbing them up on screen real quick while we're talking.
Some of us are even still waiting for Dr. Mindbender.
That's crazy. Do you know Jay, who paid extra for Pulse Premium he's still waiting for his Serpentor from Pulse after paying for Premium.
Serpentor.
Yeah, so
Isn't that something like July?
Yeah, that's
June,
crazy,
July.
crazy. But yeah, so Torpedo is due on the 8th, which is tomorrow. So probably tomorrow night we get shipping payment taken, and then he'll probably ship Tuesday, and we'll probably have him in hand by Wednesday. Tom, how many of these you gone for?
Just the one.
Okay, Mark, how many you gone for? Because you're thinking of a little
5.
squad. 5 of these,
Yeah.
all from Pulse.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this
No, not
invoice?
Pulse, no.
Oh,
Not
okay.
Pulse, but I've got 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many you got from Pulse? Because this invoice is coming.
0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
1 from Props and Replicas, and the other 4 from the whole shebang. Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, the whole Sugar Bang is pretty good at getting stuff in timely. So.
Yeah.
And then you said Copperhead as well, right? We'll just check.
I think so. Yeah.
Here's Copperhead. This also says the 8th. Yes, so there you go. They're the 2. Copperhead and Torpedo.
It's funny though because Rock and Roller is not due till June, which is really weird for like a whole wave sort of thing.
If I try and find
I don't think G.I. Joe waves have ever come all at once. Though.
So there's Outback, who
Did,
was part of the last wave. He's not due until the 19th of June, which is crazy. You can get him now on Kapow Toys. If you're willing to spend an extra £4, you can get him right now on Kapow Toys, which I might do just because I like to just tick things off.
Star Action Figures as well as just announced that they're going to start importing Joes.
Yeah,
That's right.
they're trying to get Joes in for
But
the
they're
UK.
not going to charge import prices. They're going to just charge normal prices, they said. They've been trying to get to the bottom of why they stopped them coming to the UK, but he says we're just not getting any response. But
yeah, I've tried to get answers from as I said, I spoke to Emily in person at MCM when it first got revealed, and she panicked and just read out. She literally was like, "Wait there," and she read out a statement from her phone because she couldn't say anything. She was clearly caught off guard herself. So when that decision was made, it didn't go through her or anyone like that. She learnt it like the rest of us. That's the impression she gave me anyway.
I'm still looking for a cover girl.
She was
That's the only one I wanted out that way.
Mine shipped from Pulse.
It hasn't gone.
Isn't she in
hasn't
stock?
Gone back up. No, it's not in stock still.
Sold
It
out.
hasn't gone back in stock for ages. I think it come up again after the pre-orders, but I missed it again because I was at work, and then obviously just not come back up on Pulse. I think.
Kapow Toys. There you go. An extra £4.
There you go.
Extra
When I can
£4.
afford it, maybe.
There you go. So
I've got too many Joes coming lately.
Yeah, Kapow do have some good sales on at the minute, to be fair, if you want to backtrack on certain stuff.
Alpha Flight
for
set,
£50.
gone back up.
£10 a figure is
And
not bad at all.
so as the Family Matters.
Family Matters for £40. That's probably the most iconic looking Magneto we've got.
Magneto.
There's the one you've just
There's
got.
the Man the Defender.
They've got the Power Ranger sets, but you can get them half price on Comic and Cocktail still there.
I've still got mine here, and I've still not opened them.
Yeah.
So
That Green Ranger's getting hard to find. A lot of people are looking for that.
Nowhere to display them as of yet.
I can't
I'm
see Zeo
obviously
Gold.
doing the new display.
They can't have had a lot of Zeo Gold because he's not here.
No, they didn't have Zeo Gold up there.
I thought you said you got it from Kapow.
No, I got the one, but I was like, he's one of my grails as well as.
Oh, so you didn't
Gold.
get Zeo Gold.
Didn't get Zeo Gold, but I've found a few places that do have him overseas.
Oh, okay.
When I've got the money, I will just press the button on that because that will be the first one to pay out for.
You can get a shredder there. It's not the one you want, Tom, but there's a shredder.
BT small as well.
Yeah. Loyal subjects, isn't it? Okay, any more relevant toy news that you have pre-order or anything this week before you get out of here? As I said, it's no real main topic today. It's more just a catch-up sort of stream, getting back in the swing of things. We know we've got lots of new toys and news coming and stuff. Where as we approach the summer, there always is. So, anyone pre-ordered anything of interest this week or anything?
I think for me it was just the Legends, the Thor pack. Let me see.
Yeah, as we
I
already
for
mentioned
that
earlier.
sure.
Again, I think
immediately
the general consensus, especially with us lot on the stream this year, has been no one's really pre-ordering their Legends. Like, there's Legends we'd like to add to the collection, absolutely, but no one's sort of panicking to pre-order them. They're sort of just going to take our time.
The only pre-orders I've got is the Captain Marvel set with Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And obviously the Amazon exclusive one.
I want them to do this version of
Black Knight.
This version of again, this is no spoilers. It's just a picture of Groot with some guns. But I want them to do this in Marvel Legends form, please.
They did it in the kids line. No, like the four.
Did they? The one with all the guns.
Yeah, they've got this in the kids line, and it's like an attachment that goes on the front. So I was wondering, would it fit on like a Legends group?
Has everyone here seen the film yet? I know Cloud hasn't.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, saw it yesterday.
And did everyone like it? General consensus, they like it?
Yeah,
I loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it and liked it. Okay,
Yeah.
See, good vibes. Anyway, I just like Groot.
I think it was a good finish to it as well.
Is it the finish or is it the...
I cried a few times, to be fair.
Is it the beginning? You know, just...
Well, it was very balanced. Like, I think every character had a nice arc in the movie.
Yeah.
Got
That's pretty good.
a bit
Hot
the
toys.
development.
Hot toys are good. Hot toys are good.
They got
aren't
development. They got like it was a good wrap up and a good exploration. Like if you felt like you didn't get enough of a certain character in the first two movies, I think that you got enough of each of them in this one. You know, I don't want to say too much. But I thought it was very satisfying.
Yeah, it's too early.
I think I might need to go see this.
Yeah, go and see it, Cloud.
Each one of them got their screen time, didn't they? So
my father's birthday was April 20th, so that weekend we went and saw the new Evil Dead, and it was the first time I had been. It's awesome. So it's not amazing, but it was super entertaining. Like some of like the fucked up shit that happens in that film was really cool. I liked it. It starts one way and then kind of goes, which I thought was nice. There's a lot of like nods to the rest of the series, but that was the first time I'd been in the cinema for a long time. I don't usually like going, but it was such a good experience that now I'm probably open to, you know, give it a week or two, then maybe I'll go see this, because I do want to see it. I don't want to wait too long. We still haven't seen Ant-Man.
Yeah, that's on Disney Plus this month, so you can see
the
that
17th. Yep. And we'll have the Blu-ray the next day, because I always pre-order them. But so I'm excited to see that, but I don't want to wait that long for Guardians. Yeah. I loved those films. I'm very much looking forward to this one.
Seeing the Guardian film just made me like appreciate the figures that we already have, because I really like the film, and I'm glad I've got some representations of that film. And it's even given me some. I know. David's already thinking about some custom ideas already, like, so there's potential there. Characters missing, like me and Rich said at the start, Gamora, High Evolutionary, that's non-spoilery, but we will talk about the spoilers eventually, because there's definitely some in there for sure. Legion X, which is Rick, he says, I love Guardians, best movie since Endgame. Not the first person I've heard say that. But I really liked it. So if you haven't seen it, make an effort to go and see it, people. Honestly, really good. You won't be disappointed. All right, people, we'll keep it short and sweet then. We'll talk. Thank you for coming on, talking some toys. As I said, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Hopefully next time we'll have some new G.I. Joes and whatnot to talk about. So let's go around the board. Thank you very much, Rich, for jumping in and joining me. We missed this week, but we'll be back. I think we've said we're going to be back on Friday this week, because I can't do Thursday. The 11th is this Thursday, and it's mine and Amanda's 18th anniversary. Okay, so
congratulations!
Yeah, so she sort of said to me, you can't stream. We got to do something. So I'm like, okay, we'll do something. So instead, I'll stream on the Friday night instead. So I did give her the option. So that's why I'll stream the Friday.
Near wedding bells.
No, don't. 18 years is not long enough yet. Not even past
18-year-old child right now.
Not even past
18-year-old child.
I don't need marriage. Marriage means nothing. Let's not get into that conversation. We're talking about toys. It's called Legends and Liquor. For God's sake, stressing me out. Rich, tell the people where they can find you online.
You can find me at Displayed Once on Instagram. And here next Friday, hopefully.
Thank you very much. Yes, hopefully, unless something happens. Touch wood. All links in the description, by the way, everyone, as always. Everyone's Instagram in the description. Don't be lazy. Go and click them. Go and follow them. Tom?
At Mini Plastic Multiverse on Instagram, and at Joe's and Juice at some point in the near future.
Yes, we will absolutely jump on Joe's and Juice soon. There has been some Hiss Tank updates, but nothing major, just that it's coming, which we already knew, so not much to report there. It's Mark?
Yeah, you can find me, Dan. Thanks very much, Dan. You can find me on Instagram, Tac Tac Customs, and on YouTube, Tac Tac Toys with Film. And Joe's and Juice as well.
Of course, and as always, Mark's Instagram and YouTube channel are linked in the description. Please go and support, as always. Part of the umbrella for sure. David, Evan, and Smith, where can we find you three?
Exactly there on Instagram at David_.
Only the official one though. Only if he's got a blue tick. The others are fake.
Right. With the blue check, and you can call me Dad for short.
Indeed. Cloud, happy belated. Again, if you've got the link, so you can come back on if we don't have the full group. But just in case you don't, let people know where they can find you. And did you like my Legions logo? Right, you appreciate that.
That was
effort,
fantastic. Right, yes, thank you. It was a fantastic gift. I'm on Instagram at cloud_network. I am here most of the times we do this, and more recently, you can find me on Facebook in the Mythic Legions Cabal. So
Traitor!
They seem like allies. The community is a weird place, but I think that from what Cloud's saying, they seem like good people. So
it is. I'm glad I kind of took the plunge. I think Mike Hex said he sent you an invite, so Check it
Don't
out.
they ask
There's
questions
really
though?
great
They're gonna
people
ask
there.
like, "What's your favorite Mythic Legions figure?" Before I even get in, I'll be like, "I don't know.
I
Just-
don't know. I think with an invite, I think you're okay.
Some groups
and
ask questions,
you're
don't
new
they?
to
that
it,
I can't answer.
but we've had people that
What's
are
your
like, I
favourite
don't have
Legions
any
clan?
Mythic Legions.
I don't know. Whatever
We have
Cloud
people
says.
there that don't collect yet. It's just like, oh, I haven't gotten my first, and they're still there. So it's there to get you into
I'm just going to write my answer to all the questions. Cloud sent me here. Cloud sent me here. Cloud sent me here. Craig, what about you? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, craigs.nostalgic.collection. I've been putting up quite a lot of reels of the new figures that I've been getting.
Good,
so
good.
hopefully I'll put a reel up on Silver Power Ranger in Space Power
And
Ranger.
Doc Ock, when you add him to the shelf.
Yeah, Doc Ock's already up there. There is a reel.
Nice.
And so is Blob and so is Corsair.
Very nice. Very nice.
Doing the G.I. Joe display at the minute, so hopefully that'll be
Do
up.
you have the 2 pre-orders this week, or just the 1?
Yes, I have all the Joes on pre-order.
Okay.
So apart from the one that I wanted the most, which was Big Ben and the range.
We've already said. Me and Mark said we got you on that.
Someone's,
We just
yeah.
need.
Yeah.
I might, hopefully, I might have some new reels coming up soon where Cloud's going to send me a free figure of some sort.
Mythic Legion,
On hint, hint, you know. Yeah.
Hands up if you don't have a Mythic Legion.
Because he's ran out of room, like. But nah, that's about it.
All right, much appreciated, people. All right, get out of here, and I'll do this again with another group. But as I said, we can swing it back into the thing, and I appreciate you all. All right, see you in a bit. All right, bye
Cheers,
bye,
guys.
bye bye,
Bye.
bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
I liked how David was showing off his Professor X at the end. Looks good. That one walked. I don't think that guy needs a wheelchair, does he? Right, I'm going to do all this again. I'm just going to go downstairs, quickly let the dog out, and I'll be back, all right? So I'm going to get a drink. So I'll be less than a minute, but if you are in group 2, please send me a fresh DM, and I'll get you straight in here. And remember, people, it's season 2 of duck racing. So that means there's only been 1 week of races. It's fair game. Everyone's back on an even playing field. And after last week's shambles, the committee have a formal apology, and we're going to try and be better for this week's duck racing, all right? We're going to hopefully things go smooth this week, all right? So make sure you're sticking around for the duck racing. But if you are in group 2, which is Jamie, Frank, Rush, Tanner, and Alexi, send me a fresh DM, and when I come back in 1 minute, I will send you the link to get in here, all right? So don't go anywhere, anyone. I'll be back in a minute, okay? See you in a sec. Pow, back in the room, and I've got another drink, but I've went for since it's the bank holiday, I've went for a little tequila, a little sol, which is like cheap tequila beer, essentially, but yeah, I thought I'd mix it up. Alright, I'm getting this link out to Group 2. Thank you very much to everyone who lingered and stayed around during the interlude. As I said, we've got Group 2 and some duck racing to go. So let me get this fresh link out to people. So there is one for Rush, one for Tanner, one for Jamie, one for Hank, and Pocket. Rick can get in as well. Rick said he's available. I think we're good. And Cloud, if there's a space, you can jump in, but let these guys pop in first, and we'll see what we're saying. It's Cloud's birthday, so she wants to linger for the celebrations, talking toys a little bit longer. But I'll let these guys get in first. There you go. Links have been sent, people. Links have been sent. So the links have gone to Tanner, Rush, Jamie, your boys got toys, Frank, and also Rick. So I'll wait for you guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll wait for you guys to come in. Who's still in the chat? Adam Batman Moran, Tequila, Tequila, that's what that song is, right? Yeah. Curtis says, any chance of sticking a duck in for me, please, Dan? Just about to eat and the missus won't watch. Ah, damn the missus. Yes, of course, I will put your name down. You were here live, that counts, absolutely. Don't you worry, I'm copying and pasting your name right now, just like I did for Instadan earlier. So yes, Curtis, you are in. Your name is down on my list for the ducks later, all right? You just make sure you come back for the replay to see where your duck finished. Little Leaf Creation says, great first half, we'll have to catch on the replay. All right, Little Leaf, I'm going to put you down for some ducks as well, all right? Because I'm a nice guy like that, all right? There you go. They are down for later. Make sure you come back and watch in the replay. Okay, we've got 5 in the waiting room. So who's in the waiting room? Tanner, Rush, Jamie, your boys got toys, and Frank. So I'll get you guys in. And then I think Rick asked. So let's see if Rick sees that. Justin says, hey Dan, finally able to join these live streams. Thank you very much, Justin. The advantage of being here live is I get to see that and say thank you in virtual south. Thank you very much. Jelly Figs, so we'll put you down for a duck. As long as you come back and watch the replay, I don't mind. Okay, Rick's in as well. Wait 1 second, gentlemen. Wait for Rick to get in here. And Alexi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I said, Cloud, if you want to come back on, you can come back on. Able to join these live streams. Oh, I can hear myself. Someone's going to have to mute me. It's weird. Do I sound like that? Oh, God, I feel sorry for you guys. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. Alexi, I've got you there twice.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm confused. Why are you there twice?
We talked about this.
That confused me. You were definitely there twice. Very confused.
One for your heart, one for your mind.
Okay. I'm not confused. All right, let me go around. Let's see if everyone else is here. Right, okay. So there's Rick. All good. Right. So Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Dan. How about yourself?
I'm all good, my friend. As I said, it's a bank holiday. Thanks, God save the king and all that nonsense. We get a day off. That's all I give a shit about. Yeah, there's some cahoots going on with these two, Dan. I can see them showing off. Nike sponsoring you two to join the show today. What's going on? Was there like a duck on there? Was it a turtle? Squirtle. Squirtle's my favourite Pokemon. Squirtle. Oh, he's got Charmander.
Everyone loves a Squirter.
Oh wait. I was going to continue as we went on.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Rush, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
Good. I seen you were doing like a sale or something yesterday, right?
Neighborhood or community garage sale. So, since I've been in the house for 2 years, like first one I've actually participated in. So, went well. I made like $100 in the first hour, so I didn't have much to sell, but you know.
You can't do that type of stuff in the UK. Honestly, you just get robbed. Honestly,
Really?
you can't do that shit in the UK. You can't just stand on the
Well,
street.
we have
and
car
do so.
boot sales.
Yeah, but they're in a car boot. But you can't just stand on your street. If you go out now, if you get a decorator's table now and go and set a sale up outside your house now, Tanner, is anyone actually going to buy anything?
That's true. But
Even
I'm
if
just
you
saying
had
the
like
concept
really
is
good
the same.
high-end collectibles, it's just not a UK thing. It just wouldn't happen. People would look at you funny and go, "What the hell is going on?" Weird. But a good idea though. It's a good idea. Jamie, how are you?
Doing good. I'm COVID bound at the moment.
You got COVID again?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, again.
So you've been putting your tongue down, mate.
Yeah. Who was squirting on you?
It was Skrull.
Yeah, that's one way to get COVID.
We did get robbed at a car boot sale. So
see, told ya. Thank you for proving my point. More on that story another time. Alexi, how you doing? There was definitely two of you on screen there. I'm just saying, there was two boxes that said your boys got toys.
Yeah, my phone was acting really weird when you were trying to add me. It like restarted Zoom for a second, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not going on today." But
you're here.
I guess we're good now.
You good? All good?
Yeah,
not a problem.
I feel good. A lot of familiar faces in the audience. How's it going?
I see you. Tanner, as I said, both wearing the Nike Pokemon top. I didn't even know these were a thing. They look cool. How you doing, Tanner?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tanner.
I'll let Alex. No, you can go, Alexi, mate.
So Tanner is actually the one that inspired me to get this because he was wearing it on a live stream one time, and I messaged him after, and I was like, "Tell me where you got that fucking sweater. I'm telling everyone you're David Display's biggest fan." And so he sent me the link. He sent me a coupon. He was like, "Don't tell anyone how I live."
I like it. I think
I have that coupon back now. You made the big reveal.
Yeah, I guess I just blew it, but yeah, I love it. I'm a big Pokemon fan, Gen 1 all day. Yeah, obviously, Tanner is too, and this is my starter, and that's his.
Those are so cute.
Squirtle's my starter, by the way. Squirtle is my guy. That's why I've got all three of them right there. Yeah, I love it. Gen 1 as well. After that, it gets a bit blurry. Cloud, been a while. How you doing?
Right? Yeah, I brought back another pretty...
Oh, it's a different one.
The size of that hammer.
It looks good, though. It does look good. Yeah. I love how you've got more. You've got enough Mythic Legions to continue another section of the stream. Just like I
could have brought more.
Crazy. And Rick, late comer, but I don't mind at all. Rick, you're very welcome. We had a space. You're more than welcome to jump in it. How are you doing?
Great. Hi, Dan. Hi, Al.
Pow. How are you doing?
I watched the coronation of King Charles, so I feel very British today.
Oh, no one in the UK did. We don't care.
It's so American.
Literally, no one in the UK cares.
Background of my house.
There's no one even in the streets when they all go. Like they're literally, it's embarrassing because the king's in his big like chariot and he's waving, and there's no one in the streets. No one even cares. Honestly, no one gives a shit.
Yeah, it's all CGI. All those people.
No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. It's old. It's such an old-fashioned thing. It's just a tourist attraction at this point. Honestly, it's such a. Don't get me started. It's nonsense.
It does make you a lot of money, though.
Look, exactly, it's a tourist attraction, but they give English people a bad rep. Everyone assumes we're just really ugly people with manky teeth because of the British family. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, Alexi's nodding, going, "Yeah, that's exactly what I thought." Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't get me started. The royal family's nonsense. Okay, let's talk some toys. I can talk about that for sure. Absolutely. Okay, so Frank, let's start up top with you. You said last time, if this was a day later, you would have had a load of stuff, okay? So now this is 2 weeks later. I'm assuming you got a load of stuff. Tell us about it.
I did. All right. Well, I'm going to start. Well, yesterday was Free Comic Book Day here. I don't know if you guys had that in the UK.
Yeah, it was in the UK, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, so that was a chance to get some sales at the comic book shops yesterday.
Very nice.
So I'll start with what I got yesterday, which was I'm a big fan of Invincible, the comic, and the show on Amazon. So I got the newest wave of those from Diamond Select.
Wave 3, yeah, the third one.
Yeah, Duplicate and Alan the Alien.
Alan, yeah.
Yeah, I was really excited for Alan.
He's Seth Rogen, right? In the cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he voices and Duplicate. I thought I didn't know this, which is pretty cool. Has stickers with different numbers because obviously, like Multiple Man,
that's genius.
Duplicates herself.
That's the first time I've heard that, and that makes complete
I had no
sense.
clue.
So
it's so cool.
That
yeah,
is really good. So you can buy more and just change the number on the front.
Yeah, it comes with two sticker sheets with like 2 or 3 numbers of 2 or 3 of each number on each sheet. So I mean, they're trying to get you to buy like 30 of them.
They need to tell people that. They need to market that better.
Yeah.
Because like I did not know that, and that instantly makes that figure makes it make more sense now. Because her on her own isn't a solid representation of the character or her abilities, but buying a couple of them with different numbers on the front absolutely is. So does it make you want to go and get another one at least?
Honestly, the second I noticed the stickers, that was my first thought. Was now I gotta at least get another one. I mean, come on.
I've got the first 2 waves, so I'm in on these.
Yeah, she comes with all these like body parts too, and like blood effects. Yeah. But the blood effects have like peg holes on both like sides of them.
She's an army builder. She's straight up an army builder.
Yeah, it's really cool. I got this yesterday too from the comic shop. I never got this one, so I got them for like $15, so I couldn't turn them down.
Very nice. Keeping that on card or opening that up?
Honestly, I have no other War Machines.
Okay.
So I think I'm just gonna have to crack them open.
It's got the unmasked head, which the other one didn't have, so it's very nice.
Yep.
Other way around.
Got Kang, MCU Kang, which I don't collect MCU. I got him just because I thought he looked really cool, and I thought maybe he could slip into my comic display. He's all right. I don't know. I think I might sell him. I'm not 100% sure.
Have you seen?
Sure.
You've seen the film, right? You liked him in the film?
Yeah, he was all right in the film.
Okay.
He wasn't like anywhere near the top of my favorite MCU villains, but he was okay.
He's gonna be around.
I did like Guardians of the Galaxy though.
There you go. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy was awesome.
Agreed.
All right, moving on. Here's Pretty Boy just to represent the fact that I got the 5-pack.
Very nice. Still need to get that on.
Yeah, I was very happy. He was my favorite of the pack. I'm a big fan of the Reaver, so I was happy to add him. I got the whole Puff Adder wave. I'm going to show Cap here just to represent that.
Nice.
Which I gave him a little machine gun there. I stole some straps from the AIM 2-pack and gave it to him. I feel like that better represents what Ultimate Cap looks like to me, at least.
Is the gun from Joe's?
No, this gun, you're going to laugh, is actually, I have a bunch of them, all different types of guns. It is from like 15, 20 years ago, supermarket action figures.
Oh.
These little like 4-inch supermarket army
like
action figure dudes.
Dollar figure type thing.
Exactly. And
a supermarket. I thought you were going to say Super Mario. Like, I don't remember that again.
I bought them at they're just, little plastic guns, but I don't know. I feel like they work well. I saved them since then. So, moving on, I guess we got Banshee. I got the 3-pack with him in it. When I took him out of the package, I decided to move him around a little bit, and the middle peg here where it attaches ripped right off.
Oh shit!
Which was pretty upsetting. So I was able to just glue it back on. And yeah,
you can't tell from
it survived. Yeah.
Pool, yeah.
The only difference is you just don't see because the stitching. I mean, I don't understand how you stitch fabric to plastic, but that's how they decided to attach it. And yeah,
it's those little those pegs
easily.
They're pretty ugly. Those pegs on the figure, but
yeah. Right. So yeah, that was pretty upsetting. And then I got Spider-Punk from the Spider-Verse movie.
Okay.
Which Spider-Punk is definitely my favorite version of Spider-Man. Growing up, I was in a punk rock band, and Spider-Man has always been my favorite. So to have those two things combined together.
So are you getting the wave, or did you just pick up Spider-Punk?
No, I just got Spider-Punk. Honestly, I got the first wave of the Spider-Verse figures. I don't know. I don't really collect any kind of movie figures. Yeah. I love Spider-Man though. The rest of the figures in the wave weren't really that exciting to me. Spot, I guess, and Jessica Drew were the only two newer ones, right? That we didn't have from the first wave.
I thought I was going to skip that wave entirely, but I seen them on the pegs for the first time in person, and they do look much better in hand, as always is the case with Legends. Every time you see them, you're like, okay, this looks good. So yeah, I might backtrack on them if I like the film, which I'm assuming I'm going to. So, but I'm not in a rush to get on. But the wave does look good.
Exactly.
Spider-Punk's definitely one of the most popular out of that wave, though, for sure.
Yeah, I've always
Him
been
and
a big,
Miles,
like I said, Spider-Punk's my man, so I couldn't turn him down. And I mean, I guess that's pretty much it.
Nice little mix
as my recent pickups. Yeah,
nice little mix.
A little bit of
different,
everything.
Little bit cool. You got an MCU figure there. You got an animated MCU figure. Right, technically not MCU. The Spider-Punk, is it? It's Sonyverse.
Right.
Yeah, I still need to get the.
We can count it though.
Yeah, we can. We can still for multiverse now. I guess everything fucking counts.
Right.
We're in a multiverse. Cheers, Alexi. What are you drinking, Alexi? Whiskey.
Bourbon.
Okay.
Kentucky straight.
Okay. Oh, someone's gone. Who's gone?
Cloud.
Bloody Cloud. Cloud! I let you in the second group and you mess it all up.
Right?
What the hell? What the hell? All right, you're going to have to wait a sec while I fix it. Okay, I think Rush is there. I can see the top of his head. Rush! Oh, wait. Your top of your head's there and your bottom head's there. Okay,
there he is.
There you go. Rush, how you doing?
I'm doing good. God, it's been a month since I've been on.
It has been a little bit, yeah.
Ironically enough, haven't really gotten much in, but that's the usual story with me. I got in the Banshee 3-pack and finally got Blob, so I can finally add 2 highly desirable figures onto my shelves finally. So
what do you think of them?
Beyond that, it's just I love the new Blob, and Banshee's just perfect. Wish could have had a little bit better head sculpt, as I'm not a fan of the mutton chops on side, but beyond that, I've already fit them onto my things. The villains putting Blob in took a much needed organization to fit him on. But beyond that, just waiting for new stuff come out. So as you know, I've got orders in for the newest gargoyles. That should be here next week. So
he put an order in for me, which I very much appreciate. Brooklyn and
Broadway.
There you go. Yeah, and the others we know are coming. We know they're very slow with it. So
slow.
At least they come in
but
pairs.
It's fine because I'm building a new display for that. So yeah, by the time Brooklyn and Broadway come out, I should have that done.
What team did you put Blob in? Like who's he with? Just the.
Oh, he's just. I have a complete X-Men villain, so I don't
okay.
separate them by team. So he's kind of organized with Mystique and Pyro and Avalanche. He's kind of with them, but yeah, just all the villains are on one shelf. It hasn't gotten to a point where I need to separate all of them yet, but I got shelves to do that if I need to.
Would you buy?
What's in progress? Sorry.
What?
That's all right.
What's in progress behind you? You got some that haven't been set up yet.
Honestly, I'm kind of reorganizing since I expanded the Cosmic shelf up top. What you see laying on shelves are just all the Cosmic figures that I haven't put back up top yet. So
you've got room.
It's if you see, I've got a ladder and everything, so it's a process.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, if another Banshee comes out in the green, would you buy that and put it in a different spot?
Well, since we're getting Monet and Chambers, I've got a shelf for Excalibur and X Factor, but in the middle I can start working in all the Generation X figures. So if Banshee comes out in the green and yellow, he'll go with the Generation X.
Yeah, because again, we're going to get an Emma Frost in more of like a suit attire like we did back in the day on the Generation X card back, is one of the card backs we haven't had recreated yet. I could see that happening. It might make Rich very happy. But I was very happy to see.
Oh no, it'll make Rich complain because then he won't have Monet and Chamber on the card back, so he'll feel incomplete.
Well, he might get penance on the card back, which he'd be very happy about, and still Monet, so it works. It will work.
Yeah.
Let's rush your question.
Yeah, go for it.
Answer.
How do you adhere the printed imagery on your walls?
Double-sided tape.
Yeah, I think he means where'd you get it from? Where'd you get it from? Is that what you're asking, Rick?
Oh, Rick, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you're asking? Like, what are the images? Where are they from? Like, type thing.
How does it apply so smoothly to the wall?
Is it card back or something, or is it just straight onto the shelf?
Yeah, it's cardstock paper, so it's just regular paper printed up, and yeah, it's thicker, so it's not.
Right.
Again, it's just cardstock, so it's thicker. It's not the thickest, but it's just enough where it won't bubble up. So, and I've got very much, very tightly taped in. I've got, trust me, I've been redoing the shelves over and over again. So I've got a little time process why I think now works best without causing bubbles or, causing anything. So yeah, it's pretty sturdy now. So I've been redoing all the shelves one by one that needed to be done. Right now, my Spider-Man one's the only one that still has the older background on, but that's just going to get redone and retaped. So
yeah, check out his
it's a
Instagram.
process.
Check out his Instagram, Rick. He's got some better like close-up shelf pictures, and you can see. But yeah, it's a good idea. It makes the shelves pop look very. As I said, I've always said Rush has got one of the better Marvel Legends displays that I've seen. Like, I do plan on seeing it in person the next time I come to Florida. I'm going to tell
Marvel Legends, Turtles.
I'll take Amanda to
He-Man.
Disneyland, but the reason I'm going is to see Rush's collection, really.
Me and Rush live probably like an hour apart, but
where are you at?
Yeah, whereabouts you?
I'm in Gainesville.
I'm in Orlando, so about 15 minutes from all of the Disney parks.
Yep.
So are you 15 minutes away from each other? Or what's the...
No, Gainesville depends on what part of Gainesville and how deep you have to get off of I-75 to get into Gainesville. Probably about an hour and a half.
Okay, that's what I was asking, because I don't know the geography, but Florida's a big long country, innit? That's what I picture in my head, because Miami's down south, right? Miami's south.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Miami's
further south,
yeah.
so yeah.
Miami's where I want to go.
You called Florida a country. I love that.
Oh, it's a state. It's a state. It's as big as a country. You know what I mean? It's a state. Which
I
is
know.
Essentially a country of America.
Why do you want to go to Miami, Dan?
So I can sing the Will Smith song.
Trust me,
Party in
I'm
the
born and
city where
raised here. I've
Dan
been to
do.
Miami once. I don't want to go back.
I don't know. I don't know. I just like cocktails and warm weather. I suppose.
We know why you want to go to Miami, Dan.
I just told you, sing the Will Smith song. I'm not even a lie. I'll get jiggy with it as well somewhere else. I'll do both in Miami. Fuck it. Right, okay. Back to toys. Jamie, speak to me. Any Pixar toys?
Not Pixar ones.
Okay,
No, not
just
this
asking. Just asking.
So last time I showed off some Buffy figures, and I forgot to mention this one. This one was sent for free with the stuff. It's Spike from the episode Grave. It's like literally a 10-second
He does
clip.
not look like he's been Miami. He was very white. Very pale.
It's very burnt up and damaged. I've got the last 6-inch figure of Buffy that I needed.
Nice. So how many just roughly have you got? 6-inch Buffy figures?
Of Buffy herself, there's about 12.
Okay. Lots of variants.
Yeah. And then, last but not least, Marion.
There you go.
From
I've
the
got Marion too.
Indiana Jones.
I've got a monkey on the shoulder.
The monkey has gone walkabouts. The
Oh,
cat
no.
had it. I
Really?
think
You
it's
lost your
under the
monkey?
sofa.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
So I'm going to have to pay the monkey tax and get that Indiana Jones for the monkey.
Oh, yeah, the Cairo version does come with a monkey, yeah. That is the monkey tax. The monkey's good. It's very scene
It is a
accurate
good
as well, to be
monkey.
fair. Nice. I've got him tucked
But
under.
I just think this figure's really cool because have you ever seen The Wanderers?
The Wanderers, no.
It's like an old 80s film. It's like Warriors,
Okay. I know the Warriors.
but she was actually in that film.
Okay.
And I was, the other day, rewatching Indiana Jones, I was like, who is that woman? I recognise her. And then it clicked, so it's just weird to have a figure of that woman.
I learned recently, I said this on the stream already, but the guy who plays Ivan Ooze in the Power Rangers movie
Yeah.
is what's his name? This geezer. Oh, I've just lost his staff and his hand. Oh no, he's lost his hand. But yeah, you always find that with movies. His hand does come off quite a bit actually. All right, Balak, that's his name. Balak. That's it. Come back to me.
Balak.
Okay, any more?
But other than that, that's it.
All right, beautiful.
No, been a slow week.
All right, beautiful. Alexi, just want to say, I'm showing some love. All right, I've still got the love strong. I know Rich is out, but I'm in. All right.
Yeah, I just shamed him in the chat.
I've seen and laughed. But what you been buying?
Dan, are you talking about Paul Freeman?
What's that? What's that? Rush?
Paul Freeman,
the actor.
Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, is that who it is?
Paul Freeman.
Yeah, he plays Balak in Indiana Jones, and I just didn't connect the two. Never in my life didn't know that. So I thought it was an interesting tidbit.
He's something else. He plays someone else like a more modern character too. I forgot who it is, but he's like same thing. Like you don't realize it's him, but he's in like a few things throughout.
He's good.
Cinema. Who's got his IMDb up?
I do. How recent are you asking about?
I could have swore he did something like on TV or where he had like heavy makeup or something, or maybe it was just in passing. But while you're looking at
imagining
that,
it, that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess so. It must have been a dream I had about him.
Been a ton of stuff.
Yeah, he's a lot of stuff.
Okay, everyone can search their own IDB, right? Let's keep talking toys. Go on, Alexi.
Frank, I thought you were going to talk about, you mentioned Free Comic Book Day. I thought you were going to bring up the stuff that you picked from Free Comic Book Day.
I should have. You know, I literally had it sitting right next to me, too. I should have.
Let's see what you've got. Go on. You've both seen the first one's the same.
All right, go ahead, Frank. You were up first.
All right. Well, I got the Spider-Man Venom one.
Do you have that as well, Alexi?
No.
Okay.
No. I didn't get it. Uncanny Avengers, which is the X-Men and the Avengers. I think it has 2 separate stories in it.
Did you get that, Alexi?
No,
These are free.
I'll show you, but I went with I went with a buddy. You're only allowed to get 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some shops only let you get 3. Some let you get.
No.
Right. Some. Yeah.
I'm waiting for one of you to say one particular title. If you guys haven't picked up
we're
this
about to
particular
find out.
title, I'm going to be very disappointed.
We're about to find out.
I might have it.
All right. I got 2 more. I got the Marvel Voices.
Okay.
I thought that one was pretty cool. And the last one, I know Dan is going to love this one.
Well, there you go. That's what
Freaking
Tanner.
Ninja
That's what
Turtles.
Tanner is referring to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Co-host of Turtles and Tea. Making sure. Yeah, you passed the test, Frank. You're allowed to stay. Well done.
All right, Alexi, go ahead. What did you get now?
So I went with a buddy, and you're only allowed 4 each, and you can't get doubles. So we strategized, and he got the issues that you showed, and then we just did a little swap. The Avengers one, I think this year is a prequel for Ultimate Invasion, which is where they bring back the Ultimate Universe. Yeah, last year it was a prequel for the Avengers, Eternals, and X-Men crossover, which is hit or miss.
Yeah, I didn't love that.
This year I got Red Sonja because damn. This
that's
book's
a cool
good.
one.
The prequel is really good. I already read this one.
Is that
Do you have the figure coming?
Is that Dark Horse?
Yes and no. I'm going to talk about that in the third act of the show, actually.
Do you have
then
the
I
figure
got
coming?
That's what he was replying.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to talk about the figure. I'm going to talk about the figure later. I got Star Wars High Republic. Sucks. Don't even bother. Then I got Frazetta-verse, which is your Conan.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Also really good. And then this one I haven't read yet, but it's manga style, so it actually opens up opposite. It might be opposite because the way my camera is, but it opens opposite and it reads like a manga instead of a. You're backwards, Dan. All right, don't infringe on this culture, okay?
No, I'm just saying. It's the factual statement. It's money in the Rich M.
Drive on the wrong side of the road.
Look, we drive on the right side of the road. Right, hang on. Rich M with a super chat.
How much money in the Uncanny Avengers issue?
Okay, Rich says, thank you very much, Rich. He says, how much money is in the Uncanny Avengers issue?
It was free.
No.
No.
See what he did there? Does anyone have the actual
Yeah,
answer?
I have.
Go on, Frank.
0.
No money.
Zero.
No.
No, I'm scanning through it real quick right now, and
it's a good issue then, huh?
He's not liking Rich today. Rich also says earlier in the comments, Rich says, I could not give a shit about card backs. I'm not Dan Who. It's true.
It's got a lot of Captain Krakoa, though, which would be a cool legend, I think, if you could see him there.
Can you tell me who he is? Can you just bust the secret and just tell me who he is? I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, isn't it? It's Cyclops.
It's a spoiler.
Cyclops,
baby.
Magneto.
Oh, it's Magneto now?
Shush! It's spoilers. People in the comments read. Like,
I'm years behind in comics. I personally don't care. I'm just reading trials, I think.
Right.
People who watch Dan Who can't read. Let's be honest.
True. You're all hearing. You're dissing yourself at this point. Fucking hell.
Right. You're asking because this new Captain Krakoa is supposed to be someone new. It's not Cyclops. It's supposed to be someone new. That's what brings the Uncanny Avengers team together. So.
See? So no spoilers.
All right. Cool. Cool.
Well, it's already been spoiled, hasn't it?
Shush, everybody. Shush. Shush. No
All
one knows.
right, then I'll burn through my pull list real quick. I got the Cold War Captain America event, which is pretty good.
That's cool.
I got the rest of the Dark Reign issues that I've been missing. Unlike Tanner, I was a fool and picked up the single issues, whereas Tanner has the collected edition. So I'll be reading the full story instead of just the main story. And then, of course, you got to do Black Cat and Mary Jane because we all know why you have to do that.
For sure.
Now, on to the toys.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Hang on.
I'm trying to put it in the mic.
You've got
no. I don't know how their AirPods work, so yeah, that's okay. I finally got Mezco Ghost Rider, and so happy with this thing. This is the only figure that I got recently.
Okay.
Dan, you showed off your Mafex Storm. I got 3 out of the 4 Mafex releases this month, which was a pretty big price tag. And effing Ami hit me like right before I had to pay other bills. So I was like trying to push it off because they give you like a week to pay. So I did like the very last day of the window. So they're going to ship probably tomorrow or something. I think it's like a holiday in Japan, or it's like called Golden Week or something like that. That's not anything fact-based. That's just what I think I remember hearing. So they're on the way.
Can I assume
Very excited
it's
about those.
Storm and then the 2 X-Force?
X-Force and X-Factor.
X-Factor.
No. I thought you said you got 3 out of the 4, so I'm assuming you got Deadpool, Wolverine, and Storm.
Oh, dude, I don't really like Deadpool that much.
Cyclops.
Oh, okay. So you got the
I got Cyclops.
Okay, that was my guess. That was my guess.
To be honest with you, I don't even know why I ordered that Wolverine. It's not even my favorite look, but I was like,
Wolverine.
It's a Mayfax. I have to get it.
Send it here. I'll give it some more.
He won't. He'll trade it for Mythic Legions.
No, not Wolverine.
Yeah. She'll be like, Mayfax never came, but all these Mythic Legions came. Yeah, so I have X-Force Wolverine on the way, Storm, and then X-Factor Cyclops. To be honest, Cyclops and Wolverine, both of them, I was like, well, fuck, if they do the rest of the X-Factor team, I'm going to feel like an idiot for not getting Cyclops. And, once it hits aftermarket, blah, blah, blah. I think Jim Lee Cyclops goes for like 200 plus right now on aftermarket. So, I don't know. It's,
really? The Mayfex one?
It's a fuck.
They're up there, yeah.
I'm glad I've still got them upstairs.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, I kind of like the VHS Cyclops a little bit better than the Mayfex.
I just wish it didn't have cell shading.
I like the cell shading. That's kind of what I like about it. Anyway, so Mezco Ghost Rider, amazing. Love this thing. I'm a huge Ghost Rider fan. I have all of the new run of Ghost Rider. My motorcycle helmet is Ghost Rider. It's I love everything about it. I will say, and I told Tanner this earlier, Frank, I got to call you out, dude. Ripping your figures is a rookie move. And I must be a rookie because I ripped...
you did it too?
I ripped the Mezco, yeah. I don't know if you can see it. It's not ripped, but it did come separated.
Oh, so the sleeve,
right?
The sleeve's off the glove.
It's separated from the plastic, right?
Yeah, it's separated right where the gauntlet meets the leather because I was trying to do like an arm up swinging pose, so I was bending using the double elbow, and then I was pulling the shoulder back, and I heard it sounded like he ripped a ligament because I heard a pop, and I was like, "Oh my god, no!"
That exact move is literally that exact motion and move is what I did to Banshee to rip his off, like that exact move just to get his arm up. Trying to put him in the pose that he's supposed to be in.
Yeah, that's
he waves the chain around. He's fucking Ghost Rider, right?
Right.
So
just putting him in the pose he's supposed to be in broke him. Like that shouldn't be.
Yeah, that shit.
Other Other than that, I love him. I mean, I like to play with my toys, so I was like, sooner or later, it was probably going to happen.
Exactly.
So, it's great. Love it. Great figure. I also, this just in, I have to say hi to my grandmother who's watching.
Hello.
Hi, Grandma.
Hello, Alexis.
Hi, Alexis.
Grandma. Everyone say hi to
Grandma.
Grandma. My brother messaged me and was like, he's watching. He's like, I got Grandma to watch too. So say hi to Eric, my brother, and my grandma Barbara.
Hello, Barbara. Welcome to the nonsense. It's where we just talk
Other
about where
than
we spend
that-
our money.
Yeah. Well, I got all this stuff for free.
That's true. Don't tell Amanda. Shh. Amanda doesn't know this. This is our secret. This is our secret
Free
now.
Mezco week.
Barbara, don't tell anyone.
Raffles.
This is our secret.
Raffles. It was all raffles.
Cool.
Other than that, next Legends and Liquor, I'll have all my Mayfex ready to pew pew each other. But that's all I got pickups this week.
People in the comments were confirming you are correct. It was Golden Week last week in Japan. So you are correct. Very nice.
150 is the cheapest Cyclops.
A Mayfex
on
one.
eBay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a UK seller.
I don't plan on selling them. It's just nice to
That's
know.
pounds then, yeah.
It's just nice to know when.
Yeah,
You're going to go the way of the
continually
Phoenix
referencing
2-pack?
Phoenix 2-pack, yeah.
Yeah, that probably. I am an idiot, ain't I? Let's be honest. I don't like. I get FOMO. I can't sell things. Once I own it, it's mine. And I don't like selling it. I
Your
can't be.
goal as a collector is to whiff the value on every figure you have.
At one point I had it at its highest value. It means nothing though because I don't sell it, so it's pointless. I collect these things. I don't sell them. I buy to collect. Amanda has these same conversations with me. She's like, "I thought you were selling that." I went, "Well, I like it now. Screw on me."
I tried.
Yeah. He says you should sell Psylocke. If you sell Psylocke, I should get 50%. It's true because Psylocke was going for like double. This was before the re-release because they did re-release her, but before the re-release, Rich sold me hairs for retail when he could have sold it on eBay for double. So he was a good guy. So I definitely can't sell Psylocke on. Otherwise, he wants 50%. So no, I'll be keeping hold. I'm not out. I'm not out. I'm in on this X-Men line. I just hope they. Do you reckon they ever get to Beast? I'd really love a Beast in Mayfex style, but I just don't see it happening. But I think a Rogue.
I've seen a leaked list.
Really? Have you really? Have you really?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so Rogue, Jubilee, are they in there?
I promised not to talk about it. And if anyone who gave me the list is watching.
You can't say shit like that.
Bring it up
then? If you can't
Yeah, you
say
shouldn't
big
even
thing.
said it.
Who's the
Move it to the DMs.
Who's the rectangular of the Mayfex world?
Your viewer count just went up 3 people because they heard.
We've got the Mayfex elite list people.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Damn. Now I need to know. All right. Well, someone message me. If someone knows, you message me. All right. Okay. Tana, what you been buying?
So I got a bit of a pile here. I'm going to start with the figures I don't have around here, just accessories. So Mighty Morphs in yellow, remastered. And I picked up MCU Mantis. I've now got 2 hind legs for Cosmo. I picked up the Mantis because it does look like it can fit in with the comic look with that uniform. She does appear in that. So I've picked that up as well. I'm going to go to shift to my jumper now. I've got 2 Pokemon. Okay. We got Snorlax, who I wanted to get rid of, but I decided to keep him. And also Gengar.
Was that Gengar also a select, by the way? Yeah. Tanner, was that Gengar in the box like a select?
Yeah, it's a translucent
it's
select.
different to
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just double check.
So it's also a select, but it's kind of like not the articulated ones because it's got no articulation.
Yeah, my one has a tongue that sticks out.
Yeah. So we will move on to something Alexi has also showed that I haven't taken out of the box yet, which is the Mezco Ghost Rider. I'll let him show that off because I haven't taken that off yet. And then on to the Legends. We got 2 full waves. We got Puff Adder and also the Chod.
How do you say it? How do you genuine question? How do you say it, Tanner? Chode or Chod?
I'd say Chode.
Yeah.
Chode. It depends on the mood. I can say either or. Chode,
That's how they say it in the cartoon.
Frank, you agree it's Chode, right? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
And also, I'll be one of the guys to show
How do you not pick Marvel?
Sorry, Tanner. What's that, Rick?
Oh,
I mean, that's how they say it in the damn cartoon.
Yeah.
Hey, how can you go against
Agreed.
it?
But other YouTubers, Bug Nice and MCU Collector, both say chod so very confidently and make me feel like an idiot for saying chode. And I'm like, where do they get chod from? No one's ever said chod in any form of media.
Ever.
I say fuck it, just call him Bill.
Bill. Bill's his name.
Call him the big green guy.
Big
Scary
green
guy,
Bill.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Carry on, Tanner. You were showing off.
So
go on.
two-pack here. These two.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Good, yeah.
I do like the bendy wires. I was having a bit of a problem getting them in. My wires
Ooh,
were
had
a
a
little
problem
bit
getting
too
it in.
thick to put it in the hole.
Too thick to put it in the hole.
Not the first time I've had it. Too thick to put in the hole. With a little bit of heat, it popped right in.
Sounds dangerous.
And well, it is what it is, I guess.
I feel sorry for her.
We have Invisible Man Donny to continue
Why would
with
you
the
show that off?
Monsters
That's
line.
out of order. That's out of order. You know what? You don't know.
From Uncle Ali.
You know I don't have that. He ordered that off Uncle Ali, right, people, and didn't even tell me. He told me last time I spoke to Tanner. He was like, "I'm waiting." He said, "I'm waiting. I've got it pre-ordered on Comic and Cocktails." That was his exact quote. And then a few weeks later, he's like, "Oh, I've got Donny." I was like, "Oh, you didn't tell me." Like,
I cancelled and then got this one. Just
not happy about it.
Yeah. Also, another thing, second to last thing I've got that I'm I hope the prediction I'm making, it happened. Otherwise, I picked up this Dracula accessory set for no reason. I do hope Shredder is Dracula.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Come on.
Comic-Con's only a few months away now, and NECA always have a good showing, so we're going to find out soon.
And then the last thing, we got Mecha Leo. Just there.
Those are so cool.
How big is that? How big is it?
And I figure. So it's it's 12 inches. But it's
okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger than the bat, I'd say. Not. Yeah, I need to get him out and play with him because he literally arrived the other day. So I've taken him out, not opened it up yet, but it's still sitting in the box. The box is very hefty, very thick, lots of accessories in there. All the reviews I see, I completely forgot I ordered it, to be totally honest with you. And then I got the invoice. I'm like, oh yeah, I did order that.
Where did you get it from, Tanner?
Kapow, who still have quite a couple in stock, so it's worth checking out based on the reviews I've seen.
They
and
look good
I'll
when
let
you've got
you
the
know
whole...
even more when I do open it.
When you've got the whole team, it'll look good.
Yeah, I'm sure because they're going to do all four of the turtles. I think Mikey's been announced to be next. Any of them.
Waiting for Raph.
Yes. So yeah, that's all my pickups pretty much. And now I can take this off because it's actually getting quite warm. Sorry, Alexi, I'm going to have to.
It's okay.
Leave you with this. Sorry, there's no solidarity here.
I thought you were going to take that off and reveal like another Pokemon shirt or something like that. I thought that was all part of your plan.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind.
Unfortunately not. I got the two figures here. I got the two figures to carry on with the brand.
Gen 1 all day. Okay, Rick joined us late, but that's absolutely fine, Rick. You can still show us some new toys. What you been buying recently?
I got the HasLab Galactus, and I was a bit late to that game, but when it came, I'm sure y'all all had the same reaction. I was just mesmerized by how big it was and trying to figure out what to do with it.
Biggest Marvel Legend ever.
Ever. And you feel that presence when it's in your room. It's like a small child in your corner, in the corner of your house.
There he is, watching over me. So did you have to, unfortunately, pay some of the aftermarket prices on that one?
The guy that sold it to me sold it for $60 above retail.
That's not bad at all.
Wow, that's good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Off eBay or what?
Yeah, eBay.
Not bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
he was desperate to get rid, I guess.
Yes, so.
That's good. Did it come
with all the heralds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Nice.
Good
and
price.
I had been saving my money to buy Sentinel because I'm more of a X-Men fan. But when I saw that deal, I couldn't pass it up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Smart.
And I also thought it was a fraud. So when it came and it was perfect and intact, I was like, oh my God, this was real.
The box wasn't empty, yeah. That's always a good feeling.
Yeah. And so it's taken me like 2 weeks to rearrange everything because I don't have that much display space. And it's such a huge thing to incorporate into your shelves. So I put all my X-Men in another space, and I've turned my main display into that. And now it's made me want to buy more Avengers, like the new Thor, the new Cap, the new and then Iron Man, and I'm really looking forward to the new Hawkeye and
Cycle
and the new Black Widow.
Yep, me too. Black Widow's Target exclusive, not gone up for pre-order just yet, but hopefully soon.
I saw they showed a picture with showing off the second head for Black Widow.
Did they?
Classic, yeah.
Where's
yeah,
that?
classic head.
That. Yeah, I don't know. I
Check
saw it
the
on
Discord
Instagram somewhere.
Check the Discord.
Yeah, when they
There's like a
when they
full
posted
group
all
shot.
of them.
Yeah, the group shot of all the Avengers 60th stuff.
Yeah,
she's standing there with the alternate head on.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
William's Twitter then.
Okay. I didn't even. That's
Could
the
be on
picture Dan
Insta
you
as well.
post. Yeah, let me. I had it. Up
Yes,
earlier,
yes.
Thank
It's a
you,
reused
Jason
head, though.
Lopez.
Oh, I can't zoom in enough.
It's the head from the Riders Wave, I believe, with the bang.
Is it? Is
and
it?
a half.
Yeah,
really?
it looks similar. It looks similar to it. That style.
Actually,
is
it looks
the
a lot
exact
like the
same one?
old 2-pack.
That's
Oh,
what I
what was the
thinking.
2-pack?
Hmm.
Who was in the 2-pack?
The like classic
show
like
us.
Winter Soldier, Black Widow 2-pack.
No, that's a Black Widow.
Possibly. Yeah, that's
It's
a
nice
Black
to have
Widow.
the
Is
option.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can crop an image right now and get it on screen for us to see.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I don't know. It looks a little different.
I
don't know.
hate pre-ordering from Target with how often they hit your card, though. I'm gonna have to wait.
Oh, that I talked about that
So
last time
obnoxious,
with
yeah.
with the every 3 or 4 days, just back and forth, on and
Yeah.
off and on and on.
I get my wife. She's like, "Oh, $30 at Target." I'm like, "Oh, wait,
Yeah, just another
It's shipping?
charge.
Yeah.
Have you guys thought about getting the Target Red card? I've talked about this a few times.
Yes, I
It's,
considered it.
Yeah, we've talked about it too.
Again, it's nothing like they don't charge you or anything. It's like I have it set up as my debit card. So instead of using my debit card, I use the Target Red card. I get 5% off of all sales, and anything I pre-order, one, I get free shipping, and two, they don't keep hitting you over and over again with these.
Yep.
Because I never do the constant hits.
Or I could suggest you
about
all just
that.
move to the UK and there's no Target, so no exclusives.
I wish.
That's
Hate
easy for
Target.
sure. Let me just shout out real quick in the chat. Gary Stewart just popped up, has become a channel member, and has just said, no longer a lurker. Great community, Dan. Much appreciated,
Nice.
Gary. Much
Welcome,
appreciated.
Gary.
Nice,
Absolutely.
Gary.
Welcome. As I said, it's always nice when
One of us.
Yeah. People lurk out the shadows.
One of us.
But yes, Gary, get
Gary.
involved. Or boost it to a channel membership, and then come and join us on
Get
the
up
Legends
on
and
there.
Liquor. I always try and encourage new faces on Legends and Liquor. We had a pretty good run. We got all the way to April with a new face on every single week. So still adding new faces. Like Frank is relatively new. You came in this like a few weeks ago, right? Months ago now.
Yeah,
right?
this
Couple of
is
months,
my
yeah.
third
There
time
you
in
go.
a row.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, 6 weeks ago, I guess that was.
There
right
you
now.
go. So jump on, people. As I said, he's
The
always welcoming new faces. So Gary, much appreciated. Just wanted to say much. Thank you very much. Okay. So
I'll go.
okay. So apart from Galactus, Rick, anything else you've been picking up? That's a pretty big boy purchase, though. To be fair. So
Yeah, that was a few weeks ago, so I was able to afford the Strife 5-pack.
nice.
And
Yeah.
I think random is the best and most unique figure of that line.
Still waiting.
And you're still
Where'd you
waiting for
order
that?
it
I haven't ordered it. No, I'm waiting
Oh, that'd be
because
why.
it
That'd be
dropped.
why.
Yeah,
You made
No,
it
I
sound
meant
like you
I'm
were waiting
still-
for a pre-order.
Makes sense.
No.
Yeah.
I meant I'm still waiting to purchase that because of all the legions that came in. Because I started late, I was playing catch up a lot, and it went on. And I was like, I should cancel that because it's starting to pop up, and I did. And like the next day, it came into stock. So I'm glad I caught it. So I'm gonna see if either there's like a window where I can just buy it out, or maybe it'll go on sale. But that's definitely still on my radar. There's a bunch of characters in there I want to put on the shelves.
I'm definitely in on
Warehouse
that.
sale.
I'm definitely in on that pack, but I've not got it yet either. But just for anyone in the UK, they did sell like Kapow Toys broke that pack down and sold each figure individually if you didn't want to commit.
That's cool.
So like people, like Strife sold out straight away, obviously, but they did break it down. So there may still be a Vertigo going, maybe, I don't know.
Vertigo, for instance, I would have preferred the animated version of Vertigo instead of the full bodysuit with the
yeah.
So that I didn't know Vertigo in the comics. I only knew her through the animated series, and I loved that. And I've noticed that when I look at the Marvel Girl version of Jean, I can see someone doing a custom Vertigo using that body.
Okay.
Because it's basically the same except for a few little details.
Yeah, repaint all day long, I guess, I suppose, on that. But yeah, the costume design's a tiny bit different for Vertigo in the animated show. But it's the first time we've ever got her in Legends form. So I like that pack has got first time in the line figures. So apart from Strife, everyone else is first time.
Random's still available.
Random's still available. So there you go, for a good price separately. £30, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and the set is £130. So say if you just wanted like random, you're saving yourself £100 there. So it's nice when places do that.
$32.95.
There you go.
And then finally, I got this guy, and this is why Marvel Legends is so great. They don't just do Spider-Man and Superman, and well, they've never done Superman, but they don't do characters.
They don't do the same.
Right, they don't do Superman.
You know,
he's not wrong, is he? He's not wrong.
Yeah, this is great, and in a year where we got Spiral and Blob, it's good to see variety and not just hyper muscular characters. You know, give us a little bit of everything.
Yeah, no, of course. And Legends, right? To be fair, as I said, 20 years of Legends we celebrated last year, and we are still getting brand new characters, and there are still hundreds, thousands, whatever. It's the infinity of different figures to get. So that's what I look. Again, one of my favourite aspects of the hobby is the world building aspect. Like I do love adding brand new characters to the display, and I try and get the best representation of each character, but then each characters have different character designs that are so iconic depending on the story, and it's like it's just forever that I don't know, you're forever building. And yeah, again, that's why I love Legends. That's why again, Alliance lasted 20 years, so it's doing something right. But yeah, so again, Blob's up there for me with one of the best figures of the year so far. Easy, just for
and it wasn't just something that they half-heartedly did. They put all their passion into it. That articulation for such a huge figure, it moves very well.
Agreed.
And it fits in, and it also makes the articulation of Magneto and all the other characters look bad. So they need to redo all those characters.
The Legends team have done a good job recently. Like I know they're getting a lot of stick at the minute for lack of accessories and the price point, and fair enough as well. They're like worthy concerns. But like some of the bigger figures that they've been redoing, like the Mojos, the Modocs of the year previous, now Blob, like these old builder figures, they're knocking them out the park. Like all of them are genuine. Like the other ones have their charm if you collected at that time, but they are genuinely like just better, solid representations of these characters that fit better within the Marvel Legends line in proper like the sort of Hasbro era, I suppose. So. Yeah, I'm loving them. And again, I keep saying, if you don't have Blob, people, get it. Great figure.
I'm jealous of everybody's Blobs. I got Entertainment Earth. Don't forget, use code DanWho for 10% off, right?
Thank you very much, yeah.
But yeah, they charged me for Blob like 9 or 10 days ago, and he's still processing.
Do you want me to phone my people?
Yeah, call him up. What the hell's going on?
Boy, Entertainment Earth. Sort out Frank.
Ship Frank's Blob. Come on.
Yeah, that's not good enough. Not good enough.
Just Frank. Pick a Frank and send it.
Yeah.
Frank, actually, that's where I got Blob from, was Entertainment Earth, and mine literally just came in on Friday. So.
Really?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Favoritism.
Mine's still processing though.
It's
Didn't
because
even
Rush
go
has
into-
been on Legends a little longer. That's all it is. It's just favoritism.
Yeah, I
You know,
guess.
That's just
I
favoritism.
guess.
All right,
I'll have to wait.
Very nice, Rick. Very nice. Good, nice selection of figures there. The Galactus and Big Boy purchase. That 5-pack itself is very good. The Villains one, and then Blob as well. One of the best figures of the year. So definitely a good haul on theme for Legends and Liquor today. And then Cloud, as we've already seen, lots of Mythic Legions. Lots of Mythic
Legions. Oh, I had a request.
Okay.
To show something off. These two and then another character. They come with these new shields.
Okay. Are they
With
like the clan
faction,
shields? Yeah, faction shields.
Yeah, so it's got the faction logo on it. It's actually a separate piece. If I can pop this out. So they made this tight shield with the hole in the center.
I would aim if I was the enemy. I would aim for the hole.
Well, all they could do, so it's so they can do the new piece. So you've got Arathir, and then I think Leodicius. Is this one the horned lion? So somebody in the chat was asking. I think it might have been Greg was asking to show these off. So I grabbed the two of them.
Good. Again, we know Mythic Legions look good. All good.
We'll get you.
Right, Alexa, you had some pre-orders you wanted me to bring up and mention, right? Should I?
Yeah. There's a few things that got announced. Well, a couple. One that got announced, two that are up for pre-order.
Okay, well,
I've sent you a couple images of them.
Let me see if I can get this link up. Okay, talking of Entertainment Earth, I'll show this one up first if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so you showed off the comic earlier, and Cloud already alluded to the figure, and here she is. So, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah. So, two of the figures that I wanted to talk about were Loose Collector. One of them is this red Sonja here. She looks amazing. The pre-orders are sold out on Entertainment Earth, so that tells you how popular she is. God damn, she just looks so good. If you've read any of the red Sonja, she's been around for a long time. Like, I don't know exactly what era. I want to say like around the 70s or so, because I've read some of the older issues. Yeah, just based on the art style. But she's great. Whoosh just did an early review on her, so check that out if you're interested. But
you know they're on the way,
awesome.
right? They're on the way to your distribution facilities, the 3 Dynamite girls. So
yeah, I mentioned this last Legends and Liquor. I'm doing the no pre-order unless it's Mayfex. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass, but I'm definitely going to be picking this up. She looks amazing, and the Whoosh review. You know, Loose Collector is one of the creators or developers that listens to the feedback.
He's in the community, absolutely, yeah.
Collectors and the audience. Yeah, community, that's what I was trying to think of. Loose Collector listens to the community feedback, and he changes little bits of articulation on each figure. Lady Death was their first figure that they released, and people had critiques on the next figure, which was Hell Witch, I believe. Maybe there was one before that. He changed the articulation a little bit. He moves the thigh cut up and down, depending on what their costume looks like, to make it a little better. This is going to be awesome. So actually, I'm noticing in this image here, this has the same thigh cut as Hell Witch.
It's got it down above the knee, isn't it? Like a little bit lower.
Yeah, so in the actual review that Whoosh did, they moved the thigh cut up to her thigh bands.
That makes so much more sense.
So it's hidden.
It's more hidden. It looks really good. I'm excited for this figure, and again, I'm going to order it from Entertainment Earth with my code DanWho. Hopefully, it ships before Frank's order ships.
Yeah, hurry up, Entertainment Earth! Come on now, sort yourself out. I haven't heard from them for a while, so maybe I should hit them up and go, I want one of these too. Yeah, I haven't got any of the Loose Collector stuff yet, but I have seen them. And
so it's hidden. It's more.
I can hear myself. Who's got me on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I fixed it.
It's all right. It freaks me out. Freaks me out.
They're expensive, but they're nice. They're very nice.
I think I do want to get my hands on at least one Loose Collector figure because and Red Sonja's. Yeah, did she ever cross over with Conan, or am I making this up in my head?
Yeah, she does. She has a few crossovers.
Yeah,
she crossed over with Spidey a couple of times. Ended up being Mary Jane in the most recent one, right?
So there you go. Tanner's just give me a reason enough right there. There you go. All right.
Yep.
I'm in now. Okay.
There it is. I was actually at. So I was at
also Red Sonja and the Conan movies.
Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably where my brain. That's probably why I associate it through the bloody movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at my local comic shop for Free Comic Book Day, and there was a cosplayer there that had a very accurate Jim Lee Rogue, and all I could think of was I need to check on those loose collector figures.
I could see this collector doing like really Xena Warrior Princess.
What's that, Jamie?
Yeah.
I could see them doing like a really good Xena Warrior Princess.
Oh, I'd be in on that.
Ooh.
I loved Xena.
I think La Muerta is next. Is their next one?
Yeah.
They've
Yeah.
been teasing her a bit. She looks good.
Is that no? She's the skull face. The all red one. Who's all red? Is like devil or?
Oh my god! Somebody in the chat will tell us. Maybe
Diablo,
like
Lady Diablo or something.
Is that
Anyway,
Purgatory?
Purgatory. That's what it is,
Purgatory.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking.
Yeah.
Yes, she's on the
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Purgatory, Vampirella, and Red Sonja were the three in that wave. I've got Vampirella
Which is a
and Purgatory.
good segue to
There
the next
she
one that I
is.
sent.
Yeah, sorry, the picture's really small. I'm on Instagram on the web, so it's pretty shit. Let's be honest. But,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
it's just Jay Hernandez anyway on his account.
So good.
Yeah. So Jay and Cloud's familiar with this post because we talked a little in the comments on this post. But same thing. I only got Hell Witch because I was like, I like the risque figures. I want to have a little bit of representation, so I got Hell Witch, and I was going to be happy with that. And then Jay showed this off. Red Sonja got shown off, and I was like, God damn it! I guess I'm getting this whole fucking line. But this is another one that I'm definitely picking up. These look amazing. It's like Hell Witch comes with a swappable chest plate, if you will.
Yeah.
That is NSFW, and you can't really show it online. And I was like, oh, that's like the most risque you can get. Like that'll be perfect representation. But I almost feel like the not all the way to that point figures are a little bit better. Like leaving a little to the
I need to show you my Queen's Blade figures. I could never show them on the stream.
Nice.
I just want to ask Rich while he's in the chat. Rich usually gets like the female figures, and I'm curious if he's getting these free. I think we spoke about it briefly. Where did you pre-order?
We discussed it
Yeah,
previously.
like where did you pre-order them in the UK, Rich? I'm curious because I know when I wanted. Everyone sent me to Big Bad Toy Store, but is there a UK spot that gets them in? Like, I'm curious. I can't think.
I think I saw Props and Replicas had a few, but I think they sold out. Quite quickly.
That sounds right.
Okay, yeah, I don't use Props and Replicas enough to think to go there, so I need to get on. I need to be quicker on that one. Okay, I'm just curious, but these look great, Alexi, honestly. So yeah, we look forward to seeing them in hand in the future. Can't be far
I'll
away,
have
like you said.
plenty of pictures all over my Instagram of those. I cannot wait.
Yeah. Waifu shelf in development right now. Yeah. Definitely.
I have Hell Witch and Lady Death over here. I'll put a picture on my story because I can't show it on the stream, but I've got them sitting on like this death throne. It's like this stone throne with like skulls and stuff in it. So
Nice.
I'm going to take my Hellraiser cube and set it. It's like kind of like on a stand that kind of makes it lift. So I'm going to set that down and have Purgatory and Vampirella on that and have the four of them. So I'll pop a picture of this on my story real quick.
I can't show my Hell Witch off either.
Rich also confirms in the UK he got his from Props and Replicas, but he has said they're sold out as well. So yeah, I'll have a look. He said the Rocketeer is still in. But yeah, okay, I'll have a little look-see, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
With lines like that, I just like to get hands-on, at least one, just to check it out in person.
I bet you do.
Hands-on.
I bet.
Hands-on.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this one?
All right, last, certainly not least, Mezco announced the Silver Centurion Iron Man armor this week. I was talking to Jay's Toy Collection about it. They've already done 2 Iron Man, the classic Iron Man, which I don't have, the stealth armor, which I do have. They have the same accessories between classic and stealth, and Jay and I were both happily surprised to see that they did different accessories for the Silver Centurion. You can see he's got the Benadryl blasts, which the Marvel Select has. I don't know because I don't have Black Bolt, but is that reuse, the sound wave type effects? Is that reuse from the Mezco Black Bolt?
I've got a review of that on my channel somewhere. I sold mine to Brandon. Me and Brandon did a split Saru on that. So it could be. I can't remember. But it would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It looks really good. This is another example of a figure that was announced initially, and between the initial announcement and the actual solicitation, which we're looking at here, they changed the design a little bit. And shout out to Angry Collectors J Bonica 17. He is a huge Iron Man fan, and admittedly, when I saw this compared to the original solicitation or the announcement, I couldn't tell the difference. But he walked me through some subtle stuff. This, compared to the initial announcement, is a little more streamlined. The armor on the chest and around the neck is a little less robust, but it's really great. And again, shout out to Jay Bonica, Angry Collectors, Discord. You guys are all awesome, except you, Johnny. Except you.
Yeah, Johnny, not you.
Everything else, everything else is. It looks great. I'm not going to pre-order this. I don't think it's going to be popular enough where it's going to sell out like 89 Batman or anything, but I think I'm going to pick this up. I sold my Walgreens exclusive Iron Man a while back. I took some photos with it. It just wasn't quite there for me. It was a little lacking in accessories and paint, but this looks really good. I'm very picky and choosy with my Iron Man stuff. I'm not trying to do every armor they've ever made, but this looks really good.
It looks good. I've got both the Marvel Legend and the Marvel Select. I just like the Centurion armor, but I have no doubts this one will be
the accessories on the Select are amazing.
Yeah, just better posing. But yeah, it looks good. Just as long as it doesn't take 3 years to get. Mayfex just Mezco puts me off because you just like you can't get excited for anything because you're waiting so long for it. Like you just got to pre-order it and forget about it because otherwise you just get annoyed that you're waiting so bloody long. So yeah, like when is this due? A year?
I think it has a lot of reuse with the stealth and the classic, so I think we're gonna get this. We might get this before Mr. Freeze, to be honest.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is the new.
I can't say for sure.
Mr. Freeze is the new Keaton, isn't it? That's what a few people have said. That.
Yeah. But because of the reuse, I think we'll get it.
All right, let me close some tabs then.
Alexi, Rich said Big Bad still has all three of the Dynamite Girls.
Nice.
So keep an eye.
Shout out to Mike in the chat. Your boy's got spicy toys. I do. So does Cloud.
Right. Okay. Let's try this again, people. All right. So, again, let's just get straight into some duck racing as we always do. But we're in Duck Race Season 2 right now. Someone in the chat earlier, I think it was Ashaholic. I don't know if you're still here, Ash, but he went. He's been here for a while, but he doesn't quite know what the duck race is all about. So you're missing out, Ash. You're missing out. It's the reason people are here. Let's be honest. So we race ducks, right? And Jamie, it took season 1 was like a development season. We were figuring it out. And Jamie, after 2 years of racing ducks, finally won that with 50 points. And you got yourself some Buffy toys with your prize fund, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've got this thing.
Yeah, there you go. Some decent scale. There you go. So, like as I said, season 2, we've got new rules. Basically, there's going to be a champion crowned at the end of the year. And to be honest, it's just it's just nonsense. But it's a bit of fun. And then at the end, the winner gets a prize. Okay, that's what it's all about. And we're not going to wait 2 years for a new winner. Jamie will have to defend his crown, and there will be a new champion crowned at the end of this year. Okay, we're going to make sure it's literally the top 10 people at the end of the year will go into one big race. Okay, so let me show you these new rules. Okay, I did a graphic and everything. Last week it was a bit of a shambles, but we're going to try again. All right. So to be part of the race, you have to be here live. All right. Places 1 to 9 qualify for the main race. Also, whoever is last will also be the wildcard entry for the main race, okay? Then the second race is those 10 people, 1 to 9 and last place, and those are the people fighting for points. First place 10 points, second place 6 points, third place 3 points, fourth place 2 points, fifth place 1 point, and then just to throw a spanner in the works, whoever finishes 10th in that second race gets minus 3 points, okay? So someone right now, I think Paul McCarthy, is currently starting off the season with minus 3 points because he finished last time. Points carry over each week until the last Legends and Liquor of the year, where the top 10 ducks will race in a championship race. So you're basically fighting for the playoff position, all right? So last year, people felt like they just never had a chance because Jamie and Cheeky Monkey Kiara and Damien Tanner, to be fair, did catch up for a bit, but they had a pretty good head start. So this year's fair game. It's like literally everyone's fair game. That's 10 ducks. Let's see what happens. Current champ, as you can see at the bottom, Jamie Gitchard, all right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to race some ducks. So I'm going to write a comment in the chat. I know I make it every. I have a hobbit. I don't have a hobbit. I have a habit of making things sound more complicated than they need to be. So I apologise if that's exactly what I've just done. But I'm going to write a comment. See, people are already putting ducks in the chat. People know. People know. People are here. People haven't been chatting all day and they've just popped up with a duck emoji. So we got lurkers that are here for one reason and one reason only. All right, I'm writing a comment. All right, please listen to me carefully, people. All right, listen to me carefully. When I write my comment in the chat, reply once, just once, because I have to do this live and copy and paste names. It's a bit fiddly. That's why last week was a bit of a mess. All right, so please don't give me 8 duck. Just one comment, I will get it. All right, after my comment. Who wants in on duck race? All right. Wait, everyone. Calm down, slow down. Wait.
You have to remember there's a delay.
I know. That's why I'm repeating it. Everyone, calm down. I'm writing my comment now. Okay, my comment's in. If everyone's been a guest, anyone who's been a guest is automatically in. All right, so you guys don't have to write nothing. You're in. All right. I took a couple of names from earlier as well.
Did you catch Big Will's comment about?
Thank you.
But I will put Big Will in. Big Will is in right now, not a problem. So I've got like whoever was on the stream today. I've also got Jay and Chikamun Kiara if they couldn't be here today. Stu, Figures and Vinyl, Insta Dan, Curtis Randall, Little Leaf Creations, Jelly Figs, Big Will. So again, I don't mind putting regulars in, especially if they've actually been here today. I understand it's a long show. I don't expect anyone to sit here for 3 hours. It's there on the replay. You can watch it when you want. Somebody at Ripson put some bum emojis in there just to messing around with my copy and paste.
Trevor was poking around earlier, 1-6 shooter.
Okay, I can put Trevor in, that's fine.
He's my enabler. Gotta.
Trevor is like a next level enabler because he literally brings them to your house. To your house.
Yes.
That's like another level enabler. Okay.
I wish I had the boxes up here so you could see how big. These are those builder figures I was talking about. And they came with like 5 heads, 2 different sets of armor, like 10 weapons, different hands, different feet, and I think they were selling on Big Bad Toy Store for $75 each, and he sold them to me at $55, which is what he paid for them. And he brought this stack to my door, and it was a little intimidating to have so many of them. And I thought, I'll do one day, I'll do another day. And I did them all in one night and completely ruined my hands pulling these things apart. Oh, it's so great.
All right. I'm taking names as we're talking here. So, again, please don't comment more than once. If you've put a duck emoji down, you're good. I'm going to catch you. Don't you worry. You will get ducked live. Craig.
Those vampires, Cloud, they're calling for that shelf.
Oh, because you collect Buffy. You do collect Buffy. That would actually be pretty good, to be fair, Jamie.
The vampires have become so... There are 2 named vampires that I'm missing, and they're just... The prices on them are painful, and I've kind of given up on getting them. But if you can find Alicia, the leader of the brood, that's the figure that clinched it for me. Getting her in hand, I was like, this is like easily one of the most beautiful pieces in my entire collection. I was like, I'm in. I drowned immediately.
There's a specific like vampire in season 7 of Buffy called a Torokar, which looks like the Mythic Legions vampires. So I am on the fence.
Jamie's getting enabled.
It's just happened. It's happening live. Yeah? We just all watched it. We just all witnessed it. Right, yeah. I'm taking names. Lady Mac wrote her name about 3 times. Question. Just once, Lady Mac. Come on now. Just once. Yes, Tanner.
Jamie, you doing AEW, mate?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Tickets are selling out pretty quickly. In 4 days, they sold 60,000 tickets at Wembley.
Yeah,
Pro Wrestling Talk, sorry, guys and girls.
That was pre-sale as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Do they have events over there often?
No, this is the first AEW event ever in the UK, and it's at Wembley.
In the UK.
Because AEW started, and after about a year or so, COVID happened, so they never really got to come over here. So it's the first time AEW...
And this will be the...
Yeah.
Punk's wrestled in the UK for over 10 years as well.
Is he back yet, though? Is he even been back on TV yet?
Not officially.
They're starting a new show, aren't they? And they're going to do like a brand split and keep him away from the Bucks.
Oh, okay. Is it going to be Revolution and Dynamite essentially?
I think it's Dynamite and then Collision. I think they're calling the other one.
Interesting. Okay.
It's going to be a Saturday, so.
Lady Mac apologises. She said she was excited. That's absolutely fine. Right, I'm taking names. We're done. Right, we're done. I'm writing done in the chat. If you didn't write anything, you're too slow. Right.
Done.
I've written Don instead of done. I did type E, but my computer's slow. Never mind. Okay, cool. That's Don. Don. God, Don is not in this race. Okay. Again, if you were on the stream earlier, you're in. Okay, that's how many we got in that?
Also, I want to get, whilst you're setting that up, I want to get other people's opinions on the Ramen Toys car with the new thing they just announced.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Damn it. I refuse to talk about that.
It's just like, yeah.
One thing that was revealed that looked good, though, was that Mecha April. I mean, that saved me a hell of a lot of money.
We're saving that. We're saving that. For what show, Jamie? For what show?
Is it the Turtles and Tea one?
Turtles and Tea. We're saving that. Me and Tanner are we've got one planned. It's coming this month. Don't we worry. We've got Hannah's giving me a whole list of turtle news. Just by the way, just an update on the poll. I said battle of the hot beverages for no reason at all. Nothing to do with toys. Just why not? Tea with 31%. Coffee with 38%. Something else with 15%. I don't drink hot drinks with a 15%. So coffee's winning.
It's all the Americans.
It is the Americans. You don't drink tea at all, really, do you? Where tea's...
I love tea. I live for tea.
I drink tea.
Yeah, tea.
I chose tea.
Oh, good. See, you're in the right place. See, I knew I liked you guys.
I chose coffee, but I still like tea.
We should just exclude me from any of these exceptions. So it's like, Cloud's doing something British. That's such a surprise.
You're an outlier. You're an outlier.
Okay.
I was only born here.
Ashaholic jumped in really late, but considering he was specifically asking about the duck race earlier, I'm going to make sure he's in it so he knows what the hype is about. Yeah, so Ashaholic, you're in, all right? You're in. So you sit still and enjoy this nonsense, all right? We're going back, press set. All right, again, one more time for the...
What happened to you being quite harsh with people?
He was here. No, but he was here. He was here.
Softy.
But he was here. And he was asking about the duck race. I'm just trying to get people involved. Right, okay. First race, okay? Remember, people, this next race, whoever finishes 1 to 9 qualifies for the main race. Also, wild card is whoever finishes last, all right? So you want to finish in the top 10 or finish last, okay? So big room for error there. And we go full screen for this one. Okay, we've got 49 ducks in this race currently, all right? So we need a number, right? Frank, give me a number from 1 to 5.
4.
1. All right, it's getting shuffled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay. When this first race is over, I'm going to be very slow and make sure I don't close the page, right? That's what happened last time. The commission were on it this week. They were like,
no pressing F5.
Yeah, okay, right. See, look, the numbers are jumped up. People are here for this duck race. Good luck, everybody. It's been shuffled 4 times. You want to finish 1 to 9 or last place, okay? Remember, first of 2 races. On your marks, get set, go. Okay, they're off. 2 minutes. Nice pace. Nice pace, this one, just to get everyone involved. Greg Finstad with an early lead with his little top hat on. We've got a clown duck down at the bottom. Can't quite see who it is, but they're sticking out in front. Mark Rose. Okay, then we got Air Extreme, just plain old duck. Doesn't need a gimmick. He's like, I can win this race without a gimmick. Behind that is Owen. Behind Air Extreme, we got the hobbies like the turkey duck. Little Leaf Creations is the green duck down there at the bottom. Rush, you're the purple duck right at the bottom too. You're creeping up now, racing with Mark Rose.
Damn, you're a snowman duck.
Where am I? Oh, the snowman duck. Yes, come on. Okay, just conserve.
Oh, Mark Rose is in there twice.
Oh, because
nice,
he ripped
I'm an old man. I love it.
For God's sake. Okay, Trevor's right at the top. Then under that, we've got City Rider. I can see Instadan616 holding strong at the back, but he's conserving his energy. I can see Professor Hillphone's in there, a.k.a. Hill Jones. He definitely was in the pack. Frank, you're the old man duck, Frank. Unfortunately, Adam Batman Moran isn't Batman today. That place has gone to, is it Jester?
Cousin Jimmy.
Jimmy, you are Batman today.
Yeah, it's Cousin Jimmy.
It's in Jimmy, you're in.
Batman too.
There you go, perfect. Stu, you're down there at the bottom as well. He's going to be watching on the replay. Oh, he was popped in
Jay's at
earlier.
the front.
Jay, there you go. Jay's holding strong. Again, Chica Monkey Kiara and Jay couldn't be here, but they're here every week.
Did we put Alexi's grandma in?
Oh, we should have. Barbara, no. Sorry, she didn't.
I'm dressed. My duck is dressed as her. I have the face mask and the hair towel.
Nice. In her honor.
We'll say that's fine then.
Trevor's okay. Last 20 seconds now. Trevor's dressed as somewhat a Mythic Legion. He's got like a Viking helmet on.
Got the Viking
Lady
hat
Mac is. She was very excited for this. She is still standing strong. Mark tapped out with the pink duck. Derek with the green mohawk. Green duck behind there. Little leaf creation. 5 seconds now. 5 seconds. Hugo's going to take a lead. Hugo wins a few races. You know, he's a lucky duck. He is a lucky duck.
Oh, mother flirkin.
Okay. Remember. You need. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you win first or ninth. It doesn't matter. You all qualify. Okay. Now I've got to be very slow and patient. All right. Remember, for some reason.
All family.
For some reason, my screen is very slow. Okay, so there's your photo finish. Okay, so it looks like Trevor's got in it. Down there at the bottom, it's a crowded pack there. Crowded pack, but let's have a look, okay? So we've got Hugo. Right, I'm going to take these very slowly, people, all right? Very slowly. I'm panicking now. Sweating. Okay, hang on, let me go to this screen just so you can see everyone. Okay.
It would be hilarious if you somehow manages to do it again.
1, 2, 3.
Don't even say it.
I know, I'm panicking. Okay, there's 11. I'll just delete 2. Okay, it's fine. And last, remember as well, we don't know who finished last. We don't know who finished last. Okay, so Little Lee for Mark City Rider, you're out. Okay, but I can tell you who's in. And we do have someone who's here live with us who got in there. He doesn't know it yet. But look at that. In 8th place.
Alexi!
Yes!
He's in.
Alexi's grandma.
Okay, so Alexi's in. Okay,
Who's in last place?
I have, last place is the last one I need. 49th position is Cloud. You're in. The wild card.
Wow.
The wild card. Okay, so I have my list. I'll write it in the chat. Okay, I've got my list.
So close.
Rush was almost there
so
too,
close.
yeah.
Rush was so close.
So close.
Okay, so we have our 10 racers. It is Hugo, Chi Collects, Paul McCarthy, who's already got -3 points, you know, so he could do with some points on the board, just get back to level playing field.
Gonna get negative again.
No, he's just going to keep it at minuses. Trevor's got on there as well. Shelley, Damien, who was a strong duck in season 1, Stu, Figures and Vinyl, Alexi, Mark Tac, and Cloud. Okay, so Hugo, Chi Collects, Paul McCarthy, Trevor, Shelley, Damien, Stu, Alexi, and Mark Tac. Okay, yous are all in the next race. Okay, I'm just my keyboard is so crap, but right, I'm going to race again because I've got the names. Okay, I've got the names, so I need to go back to the start here. Okay, so I'll go back to this screen while I sort this out. Okay, everyone in the chat, you've all seen it. Rich says, I didn't even see my duck. You were definitely there, Rich, because you were in group 1 and I took everyone's name. So you were definitely there. Right, okay.
Maybe me and Rich's duck were doing something else while everyone else was supposed to race.
Look, there was 49 ducks. So it was a crowded field. We've got our 10 ducks.
That's actually a lot less than normal.
Exactly.
49. Normally it's like 70. 78.
Yeah, it's a weird show. To be fair, I used to have like a regular list that was pretty long, but then people just were never fucking watching. So I was like, why are you winning races? You're not even watching anymore. So you're out of here. Talking to you, Robo and Dan Yoon, you're out of here. Too nice in season 1.
I appreciated it.
Right, no, you guys, the guys that are on the show, I don't mind. As I said, like people like Jay and Chico and Kikara, like they're here every week, they're fair game. Right, okay, we're starting again. So again, this next race is for the points, okay? So I'm erasing everyone from that race, and I now have the 10 names.
Can we rename Alexi's duck to Alexi's grandma just for the fun?
To be fair,
literally Alexi's grandma.
Yeah, Alexi's grandma.
I thought we were naming Alexi's spicy toys.
Your boy's got spicy toys.
Boy's got spicy toys.
My computer's being slow, so I don't want to risk it any further and do that. So it's just Alexi in for now, unfortunately. But we got our 10 ducks, okay? So this is for points.
Let's do it.
This is for points. Okay. So, Tana, give me a number from 1 to 3 this time.
1.
Okay, one shuffle. Okay, so this is for points. Good luck, everyone. Remember, though, if you finish last, -3 points.
Is someone supposed to have 2 ducks? Is that allowed? Or am I seeing things?
That was in the first race.
No, it's the second race, remember? What, is everyone got 2 ducks? Oh, shit, everyone has got 2 ducks. Fuck.
Well, Trevor, I see Trevor 2 ducks.
No, you're right. I told you, my keyboard's playing up. I've copied and pasted it twice.
Yeah, the keyboard, yeah.
Honestly, it's my keyboard.
I thought there were too many of those ducks.
I was going to say, yeah, it looks like a lot of ducks.
Seriously, no, see, that was a test. See, you nearly failed. The
As
commissioner
long
on
as
me.
everybody had 2 ducks, it could have worked.
Right, if everybody had 2, right, it would have been even. That's true.
Unless somebody finished.
Someone would have placed twice.
Oh, yeah, first and second. That's right.
Yeah. No, it's fine. 10 ducks now. We're back to 10. And
there it is.
One shuffle. Yeah, again, that was
a duck.
Okay.
Alexi's duck looks awesome.
He's ready for this. Oh, shit. Hang on, I need to change it to a minute, actually. We're not going for 2 minutes. It's a quick pace race. 1 minute.
All right.
1 shuffle. Okay, now you've changed again. It's fine. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And you're off. Boom. Okay. 1 minute this time. It's half the time. Less people. More clear. That's what we've got. So Shelley's up top of the policeman. Mark Tack, I think it's just a plain duck. Behind that is Damien. Damien's got the top hat again. Trevor's the plain duck this time. He's got rid of his Viking hat. He didn't want it to weigh him down in the second race. Cloud, you are the clown duck this time. Paul McCarthy just needs some points on the board. He's very on theme with the UK repping with the sort of the whatever that's called, beefeater stuff. Chi collects his Sherlock Holmes. Alexi is a panda. Hugo is the turkey duck, and Stu has stole the helmet from Trevor. So that's where we are. And Alexi is taking a strong lead. Alexi, yeah, you need to slow down. 10 seconds left. Can he hold it? And remember, you do not want to finish last. You do not want to finish last here. Mark Tack is making a move for it. He's making a move. So is Hugo.
Go.
Hugo's going to win 2 races in a row. Hugo's a lucky duck. Okay, so it seems like it's Shelley and Hugo. Okay, so Shelley, you got your 10 points on the board. Congratulations, Shelley. Well done to you. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, so Shelley, first place. Second place, Hugo. Third place, Mark Tack. Damien with 4th place, and then Trevor gets a point in first. Who's in last place? I don't see Alexi's name. Oh, it's Stu. It's not Alexi. Alexi finished 9th. So Stu. Sorry, Stu.
So close.
Stu and I feel bad now because Stu messaged me before the stream and said he couldn't make it live, but would like a duck for the replay. He's now going to watch he's now going to watch a 3-hour stream to find out he finished last and has just lost 3 points.
Who was on -3 points already?
Paul McCarthy was on -3 points. So Paul McCartney, misses out, so he stays on -3. So there you go, people. That is your leaderboard. I will keep it contained. I will update it after a couple of weeks. I'll bring the leaderboard into place so we can see what's going on. But we need some points on the board first. But there you go, people. There you go. So there you go. Again, we're only 2 weeks in. This is going for the rest of the year. So plenty of duck racing to go. Don't you worry. But thank you very much to everyone who joined me today. Talking toys. Again, it's not a slow news week as such. There's always toy news to talk about. But it was one of those catch-up weeks where I'm just getting back into the swing of things. But I appreciate you all being here. Let's go around the board. Tell people where they can find you online. Frank?
Find me on Instagram at _legends_fiend. Check out pictures of my collection.
Beautiful. And again, as always, links to everybody's Instagrams in the descriptions below. Okay, so you just need to click the button and it takes you right there. Hit that follow button. Again, we're all one big community here, people. You see them every week. Go and give them a follow on Instagram. Rush, where can they find you?
Instagram, collecting_rush. And Rick, if you check out my Instagram and you want closer pictures of any of my backgrounds, I'll send them to you.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely, yeah. Rush has got an impressive display. I've always told him that. And thank you very much, Rush, for being my NECA gargoyle go-to. I think you've helped me get everything. So I wouldn't have a gargoyles collection if it weren't for you.
And like I said last time, since Can Beams doesn't send over to you, if you want anything from Can Beams, I can ship it with it.
Yeah, I might have a look. That might be tempting because I do always like that stuff. But much appreciated. Jamie?
JMG Toys on Instagram. I write here every 2 weeks.
Indeed. And Stuart, he's in the chat. He did manage to catch the end of the stream. The kids are in
no.
bed. He's caught the end of the stream, and he's just got the crying emoji. He's laughing and crying. Sorry, Stu. But the good thing is I remembered you, and you were in there. You were part of it. You got to the second race. That's what matters. It's risky these days. It's risky. Plenty of time to go. Don't you worry. Rick, thank you for jumping in last minute, my friend. Where can the people find you online?
Legion_X83 at Instagram.
Perfect. I will make sure I add you to the description because, as I said, you're a late comer, but you were always welcome. Tanner?
And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Tanner?
Super Turk 5000 on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, but really it's only if you're complaining about my football team and say how useless they are. It could be worse. I could be supporting.
It could be a Chelsea fan. Yeah, it could be a Chelsea fan this year. This year's a write-off. We're not relegated. We're just waiting till next season now. Start again.
Yes. And also, as Dan alluded to earlier, we are due for a Turtles and Tea. Lots to talk about, and you get to see my lovely piece of wood here.
Yeah, there you go. You want to see Tanner's wood? Tune into Turtles and Tea. Probably, to be honest with people, it's probably going to be the week commencing the 15th. Okay, so we are due Turtles and Tea. What happened mid-month? Definitely going to happen this year. This month we've got lots of the Turtle news to talk about, and we can finally talk about the new Turtle. We can finally talk about the new Turtle movie without fear of getting demonetized or something, because those figures have been finally revealed, and we can talk about the trailer. So yeah, lots of Turtle stuff then. Cloud, happy belated birthday once again. Glad you wanted to join it with us idiots, but you're always welcome. Again, I hope you appreciated my Legions love.
I did, yeah.
But again, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, thank you for letting me hang out both groups. This was fantastic because I was working Friday and Saturday. I didn't get to do much. So this was my birthday party. Instagram cloud_network. If you're really feeling brave and want to follow me on Twitter, it's in my bio.
If you talk about spicy, that's spicy. That's spicy.
It is.
But you are welcome and happy belated. Happy belated. You do not look your age. You look great for your age.
Thank you.
Alexi.
Yeah. You can find me at Your Boys Got Toys on Instagram. That's pretty much the only place I kick it, or in the comments on YouTube. Love talking toys and love meeting new people talking about toys.
By the way, you're an idiot and I don't like you.
Yeah, if you showed up to tell me that I'm an idiot or that you hate my guts,
what was that about? Is that about?
At least you showed up.
Do we need to call someone out? I got your back.
You know who you are.
I've got your back.
No, of course not.
Okay.
Dude, people love hate boners, so I wanted to get as many hate boners to come over here.
I have people that watch me and they hate me, but it's weird. Then they clip me out and make their own YouTube content because they got no creativity.
I wanted to get people.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Dan.
Rush has no clue. Fucking it's not the place for that.
Hate boners to come on your show. So.
It's like people that hate me just for existing, and they're in my Twitter DMs.
It's ridiculous. It's sad. It's a sad world. But we're in a safe place here. We're in a good place. But again, follow everyone. Links in the description. Thank you very much to everyone in the chat who stuck with us. Much appreciated. Congratulations to Shelley on your 10 points in the duck race. That's what it was all about, Ash. We race for duck points. To be honest, it's ridiculous, but it's our ridiculously. Paul says, "Great show, guys. We were a bit late to the show,
Before
but
we do go,
yeah, go on.
Just before we do go, fireworks were going on outside my window. I'll show that off. They're celebrating Cloud's birthday as well.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It seems to have stopped now, though.
Yeah, perfect time. Right, we're getting out of here. Give them a wave, people. I'll play the intro to see us out. Thank you, everyone. We will see you again. If you want to be on Legends and Liquor, become a channel member at the Members Club tier and message me, and you can be on the next one, all right? But I'll be back streaming on Friday this week, not Thursday, Friday. Friday with Rich, all right? I'll see you then. 2 Marvel Legends.
Exploded.
We should have a new pre-order reveal as well, so new Legends to talk about. I'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.
Coronation wave.
Okay, there you go. More official.
Throw in the light bulb.
That does look like that. You're not wrong. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Team Squirter.
All right.
You guys see